Happy Saturday. Good morning. I think we have somebody new, maybe, yes? Okay, first of all, you guys, I have to tell you, my new glasses finally came. Uh-oh, hang on. Don't mind that. Just one of the many devices making noises. So just a really quick, squirrel moment. If you've been with me at all for the last year, you've heard me talk about my eyes and glasses and the fact that I really needed to get to the eye doctor because I had been wearing readers like for every waking hour, which is not good. But I was having a problem, obviously seeing up close, but then I was, anyhow, all kinds of problems. So finally made the appointment about 6 weeks ago and my new glasses just came, this week? I don't know, I think earlier this week. And so I'm trying to get used to them and I am having to force myself, you guys, to wear them as much as I can because they are progressives. And so I do this a lot as I'm trying to see, and I feel like I'm on a boat in the ocean. So, new glasses, but I'll get used to them. I might have to in the middle of those switch out because, like, seriously, this up and down, trying to figure out where that little line is, invisible line is in the middle, is getting me. So welcome everyone. And this is the first time that I've worn them for one of our videos. So I'm trying to see, I'm like too close here, but golly, I'm gonna just duck under so I can see and say, hi you guys, let's see. So Carol, you say you have, oh, here we go. So I'm not looking at you guys here, just this is what it is. But I can see if I look at my iPad this way. So this way I can see who's here and what you guys are saying. So let's see. It sounds like Carol, I have to remember that, had them, didn't work. And I hear a lot of that. Either people get used to when they work or they don't. So some eye drops. Ooh, okay. Mary, I will try eye drops. Yes, Colleen, getting used to them. That is for sure. Hi, Ruth in the sunny UK. Oh, they look marvelous. Thank you. I ordered them from Warby Parker, and Warby Parker is kind of cool because you can test up to 5 different frames. And so they will send you the frames and you pick the frames that you want and then they send them to you. And then you kind of decide which frames you like and then you send them all back and they do the prescription and all that. So it's kind of a little bit of a process, but it's kind of a fun way to do it. So you can test different frames out. Let's see. Linda's didn't work. Good morning, Jill. Thank you. The frames are kind of fun. Progressives. Oh, Ruth. So I don't know what varifocal, here in the US, I think bifocals, maybe. So they are like bifocals, except they don't have kind of that line and they're progressive. So they're super like no prescription here and the prescription kind of works its way down. And I know that's why you all tuned in today is to learn about progressives, right? As I'm just chit-chatting and that's what we do. We chit-chat, right? Hi, Wanda. And Kathy and Jeanette. Hi, Jeanette. Oh, Jeanette's got a really fun package coming to her with lots of goodies, right, Jeanette? Cheryl wanted them, but she was afraid. Yes, okay, trifocals. Trifocals. Anyhow, so yes, working on them, and we'll see how they do. I hope that they work because my headaches lately have been awful. It's because I wear readers all the time. And then I really do this. Well, actually I do this where I look kind of like the studious librarian, but I know that's not good either. All right, friends, so welcome. There we got some little chit chat out of the way. Welcome to our Saturday listing session. If you are new, welcome. And I think we saw, maybe I saw you guys maybe chatting with, was it Kathy Kirby? Maybe Kathy's new. So Kathy, if you are new, welcome to you. And anyone else that's new, welcome. As I am interacting with people, just so you know, there is a live chat that takes place over on, depending on how you are set up. I see it on the right-hand side of my screen, but you may also see it on the bottom, depending on how you're set up. So I would encourage you to hop in there and chat because it's a wonderful group of people, a wonderful community that we have built here over the last year. And when I say we, I mean all of us, right? So welcome. And even if you're normally not a chatter and you kind of like to lurk behind the scenes, that's okay. But if you want to pop into the chat and just say hi and then kind of step back again, you can. For those of you that are not new, obviously welcome to you because some of you have been here with me for a long time. I don't know, the week stopped counting, 60 or something, right? We've been doing this for a long time, which is kind of fun. All right, you guys, this part I'm liking because I can see here and then also see here. Hi from Maryland, Dottie. Kelly, yes, Kelly, you'll have fun. It's a fun group, and just gotta know that what you see is what you get with me. I get a little bit goofy, and sometimes I totally scatter, and that's where you'll see our little friend Scatter the Squirrel come into play. All right, let's see. I'm just trying to see what we've got going. Okay, friends, so a couple, oh, where are my notes? You know what happened? It's because I put them on a sticky note, and you know how I feel about sticky notes. They serve their purpose, but generally not so much, because what I just did is what happens when you have a sticky note. You write it down on a sticky note and then you misplace the sticky note. So I will go off of memory. A couple things this week. First of all, we have a winner from last week, and the winner from last week is Irene Mueller. So Irene, congratulations. Irene wins a selection of an assortment of color study products. So Irene, if you're watching, I did shoot you, or I responded to your comment from last week's video, and you just need to shoot me your address and we'll get your prize shipped out this week. We'll just dive right into this. So speaking of prizes, you guys, something really big is coming up next Saturday. And if you've been a scrapbooker at all, there is a national holiday next Saturday, which is Saturday the 1st, Saturday, May 1st, 2021. That is International Scrapbook Day, which is a really fun day. And lots of times you see lots of things going on around the interwebs and different challenges and parties and things like that. So of course, well, that's our Saturday, right? That's our regularly scheduled time. So we will be doing a super fun, I think, all day-ish. So I'm going to say 10 to 6. And you know what's happened to me before when I say 10 to 6, we ended up going from 10 to 8:30. And when I say 10, that is Mountain Time where I live. So we'll plan our standard time next week, starting at 9 a.m. and we'll probably go to 5 p.m., 9 to 5, and that is Pacific. We'll have a 1 hour break in between, just like we did on our 52-week celebration. So if you were here with me for that, then it'll be very similar to that. So I hope that you guys will be able to either stay the whole time or pop in and out. If you can't make it live, no worries. It will be recorded just like every Saturday is, but we'll have a lot of fun. And I've been thinking a lot about the best way to structure that day. And hang on, I'm just looking here. No, Wanda, it is May. It's always the first Saturday in May, International Scrapbook Day. So here's the deal. I think it's going to be a total mashup. It's going to be a mashup. Oh, we're totally crooked here. That's all right. I'm matching. Squirrel. Anyhow, it is going to be a total mashup kind of day. So we will be doing some new lists. But then I started thinking, and a couple of you I see in the Facebook group, say, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm so far behind. So what I thought we would do next Saturday on the 1st, we'll kind of have peppered through the day a few new lists. I'll also be doing some memory keeping in my traveler's notebook. And then I'm going to go back, you guys, and I'm going to circle back to some of the lists that I have never finished. I have a lot of unfinished lists. And some are from our 52-week celebration. And I know there are a lot of you that missed that. I know a lot of you tell me you're still trying to catch up. And the nice thing about catching up is that you always have something to work on. So next week is going to kind of be a mismatch. But I am going to work on some of my just barely started lists. So I think that'll be fun. A couple of other things that I'm going to do every time, well, not every time, but I always get a lot of questions about what happens at the end of your traveler's notebook insert when it starts some of the pages start coming out of the binding. So I have one that I've finished the insert, and I'm going to go through the process of recovering that and then just doing a really quick stitch, not with the machine, but a stitch like I've done before with a blunt needle, and we'll go through that too. I think I'll also be doing maybe some swatching of inks, and it's just going to be a really fun, I'm going to use it as a day to craft and have fun, but then also to catch up on some projects. So that is the plan for next Saturday. And of course, lots of fun giveaways. I have a new, well, we, not I, we, actually not even we, Andy, my friend Andy has a new List It stamp, the List It 3 stamp. So we'll be doing some giveaways next week for that. And we have a couple of amazing people in the community who have purchased and donated some things, which just makes my heart swell. I just love that. So, and lots of other prizes, but it'll be a fun day. A list of unfinished lists. You know what? That is what I need to do. I really should make a list ahead of time so I know what I need to work on. And so in there will be some memory keeping in my traveler's notebook that I'll be catching up on, primarily from the trip that Nick and I took, my husband, to Zion's National Park a month or so ago, whenever that was. So there'll be lots of fun. So let us see, don't mind me. I'm still trying to figure that. There we go. I think that's the spot, you guys. I can see right there. Okay, I missed somebody's got something going on. Hope that's okay. I missed what that is. New stamp coming out. So List It 3 is actually out. It starts shipping today, actually. They were supposed to get here yesterday. Post office didn't get here. Well, the post office came yesterday, but stamps didn't. So those will start, they'll be here today. So they'll start shipping on Monday. There's also a new layout by mail one coming, but Andy and I are still working on that. So we're probably a month out on that by the time we get the artwork finished up and then get it produced and I receive them and so forth. But that reminds me of, what did I want to, I don't know. Something hit my head for a minute, hit my head for a minute, and then it went right back out. Nail color. Thank you. That's one of the olive and June colors. I have gone back to maybe the last couple of months, painting my own nails, which I have not done in years. They really needed a break from gel, which I stopped doing over a year ago because of COVID. And then I was doing the red aspen press-ons for a while. Interesting what you're going to see here. You guys see me talk all the time with my hands. That's one of the things that's going to be on one of my lists today. Okay, you guys. Oh, I know. It just hit me. And if I had my sticky note, this is what I would have remembered. So next week for Big National Scrapbook Day, you usually see Lael by Mail do 2 pretty good sales a year. One is National Scrapbook Day, and the other one is, Black Friday that weekend, Black Friday through Cyber Monday. And you will see lots of new things. You will see lots of product bundles. You will see some new paper pads, some new washi, and everything that, there'll just be lots of really good sales. So not sales on things that are already there on the website, just so you know, because I don't want anybody to ever feel like they buy something and then all of a sudden it goes on sale. So a bunch of new fun things, things I've collected, and anyhow, stay tuned for that. So you want to make sure that you're signed up for my emails because sometimes some of those things go pretty quickly, and I'll probably put those on, I don't know, next Friday late at night. Anyhow, so here we go. I missed a bunch of things again. So how about if we get started? I am going to, golly, you guys, it's going to be a silly day. I'm going to flip the camera. Oh, I know, one more thing. And I don't know that we will see her today, but you guys, this is super, super important. So if you hear nothing else except for this, I want you to hear this and remember this. Tomorrow is my dear friend Vickie Boone's 50th birthday, 50, right? 50, which that's a huge milestone, right? And I know a lot of us have had anniversaries and birthdays and weddings and births and things like that during COVID that we haven't been able to celebrate. So I would love it, love it, love it. And I know Vickie would love it, love it, love it if tomorrow you reach out to her on social media. So whether it's on Facebook, whether it is on Instagram, but if you reach out to her and just wish her an amazing 50th birthday, that would be so awesome. I know she would love that, and I would love that too. Colleen, I will plug in as soon as we flip. I have my my little cord. Yeah, you can't see that. Oh, there it is. It's hanging down. So, all right, friends, All right, so we are going to make sure I didn't miss anything. We are going to flip the camera. I am going to turn on the lights. I also need to open the window because I think it's going to be warm. It's not very warm outside, but once we turn the lights, it'll be warm in here. So as we flip the camera, just remember, we're at Disneyland, arms and legs inside the ride at all times. If the teacups make you dizzy, then maybe close your eyes for just a second and I'll count us down. We are going to spin in 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right. And right now, I'm going to do a shout out real quick to those of you that are watching on replay later because you are attending the Crop and Create event, virtual event this weekend. I know there are a number of people that are normally here on Saturday, but they are participating in that. And I'm actually doing a fun little half an hour lunch and learn class for that tomorrow. Okay. Oh, heavens. Don't mind me. Just tripping over all the things. All right, there we go. Okay, let's get lights on. Let's crack the window. I forgot to crack the window before we started. All right. Looks like it might rain, so we may have to take a time out and uncrack the window. Close the window. All right, coming back in. All right, so here we go. The dish, that bluebird dish, you guys. Oh, gosh, I don't know. I have had that like forever and a day. And it just kind of went with this Gingham Foundry collection. So I thought, well, I'll just put it out there for my fancy picture. Okay, couple things. First off, if you missed it, brand new spring, early summer Traveler's Notebook Kit started shipping this week. So this is the May portion of the kit using the gorgeous Wild Asparagus collection from My Mind's Eye. And then this guy is for June, and it uses the, oh my gosh, so fun, so colorful, just so summery, sun-kissed collection from Simple Stories. So, oh good, Mindy, you got yours today. So the class for this, those of you that purchased the kit, the class for the May setup is on, I believe, Thursday next week. So if you haven't ordered, you still have time. And if you haven't ordered, even if you order later, you always have access to that video after we do class. And I have, ooh, did I link that? I don't remember if I linked that in the description of the video. Anyhow, next up, we usually start out a new week with looking at our lists from the prior week. And guess what I remembered this morning? That I didn't finish up. This is just what happens, you guys, right? I did not, hang on, let me get this out of the way. I didn't finish up one of my lists from last week, so that will be one of the lists that I finish up next week. Darlene, those Pantone cards, aren't those so fun? That is part of the Gingham Foundry collection. So that's most of what you see out here. And that is what I will be using on one of my lists today. And that's linked in the description of the video. Okay. We have 3 lists from last week. This is the one that I still haven't finished. This was our kind of today so I documented April 15th. And I was documenting kind of just the different things that happened that day. So I still need to wrap that up with the rest of the things that I did that day. Other 2 lists kind of went hand in hand. One was memorable ad slogans. And that is what we have on the left. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun with these, you guys, right? So much fun. Memorable ad slogans. And on the right was iconic TV and movie lines. Both of these used color study, and we had one of Vickie's collections, and we had so much fun with working with that collection in these 2 lists. What was I just going to say about that? Oh, there were so many good suggestions not suggestions, but people had lots of ideas for their favorite TV lines, their favorite movie lines, their favorite ad slogans, both in our session last week and then also in the comments that at some point we will do another one of these lists. Actually, probably both of these, just because I think I could do a whole Traveler's Notebook insert with those two topics. Sarah, those flowers also from Gingham Foundry. You guys, if you haven't seen this collection before or looked at it, it is gorgeous. We're gonna have a lot of fun with it today. Okay, so we are ready now for our first list of the day. And that one is my quirks, right? So quirks. Every kiss begins with K. Yep, Wanda, that is definitely an ad slogan, right? Okay, my quirks. And if you are not from the US, I don't know if quirk if that maybe is a US term. It's just kind of your weird little idiosyncrasies or just kind of some of those weird little things that you do that make you you. So my list, first one is my quirks. My list is my quirks. So for that one, I'm going to use, hang on, I've got to reach. I have most, I think, of what I want to use out, but this is the Vintage Artistry Essentials Ephemera, or the die cuts. And some of you may have a long time ago, probably maybe summer of last year, I brought in a lot of these from 49 Market, and they were all in different colors. This is a brand new one that they have. And what's really fun about it, if you aren't familiar with these, there's just tons of die cuts. And this one has 58 pieces. And what I love about them is some are really large, right? Vickie! Yay! All right. So if I was a singing person, and if anyone knows besides Nick and our boys, Vickie also knows that I am not a singer by any means. And so if I was a singer, I would sing Happy Birthday. If we were all together, we would sing Happy Birthday to Vickie, because then no one would hear Lael's voice. But we're not together, so I will not hurt your ears by singing Happy Birthday to Vickie, other than just to say that happy birthday, dear friend. Big birthday tomorrow. And she's also had a really tough week. It's been a tough week in the Lael and Vickie worlds in terms of sometimes we decide to take on too much and think we can do all the things, and then that week hits and we have a nervous breakdown. So Vickie and I are kind of sisters in that boat. So yes, thank you you guys for wishing Vickie happy birthday, and happy birthday, beautiful friend. We will celebrate. Not if we see each other again, but when we see each other again, because it'll be a pretty special time. Okay, so the Vintage Artistry Essentials. Oh yes, I was saying all of the pieces, but then some of the pieces are really, really big, which is fun, whether you're working in layouts or Traveler's Notebooks. So I'm going to use some of this guy. There, that'll give you a feel. What really drew me to this, all of this greenery. I loved all of that greenery. So I thought I would use some of that greenery for my list. And hang on, I just have to look at my little notes here. All right, I need a background. So I have two ideas for the background. This is going to be a list that has a background on it. I could use some of the paper from Gingham Foundry. Where's that pad? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love navy, and you guys know how much I love yellow, right? So I thought, well, I could maybe use one of these papers as a background, but it'd have to be a little bit more of a subtle one, right? Because there's one. I could use this one, but then I think that's going to be a lot of that and that. That's not too bad, but I think what I want to do, and I think this is what Kim was just alluding to, this one would also work because it's just a really good kind of generic background. So maybe that one. Or, what's on the other side of that? Okay, I'll just put that over there like that. But I think what Kim Pope was just alluding to was this. One of the things I love about these packs that 49 Market does is the packaging, right? Because look at the packaging. This is all the little die cuts just come right in here, right? But then you have this. And this packaging, the pattern that's here, changes based on the changes based on whatever collection it is. So super neutral, and I've used the packaging actually a lot of times when I use these type of things from 49 to Market. Vickie, that pad is from My Mind's Eye. Isn't that gorgeous? It's from Gingham Foundry, one of their new collections. All right, so I think what I might do, I think I'm going to use this, you guys, as my background. So that'll just kind of go right there. Let's grab our trimmer. Wait, that's what hurts me, is when I like bend down and my eyes are trying to figure out where in the world they're supposed to focus. We'll see. We'll see how long these last today. I can watch TV with them really well because then I'm just looking straight ahead. And if I need to look down, then I look down and then I readjust. So if you're just joining or not sure what I'm talking about, my progressives, my progressive glasses finally got here. All right. So I need, my inserts are standard wide. So this is 8.25 inches tall. I know I want to have a little bit of white background. So if I go to 8, I could cut it off right here. But I think what I'm going to do is flip it because I'd rather have a little bit more of a stripe up here than kind of this plain part right there. So actually, let me cut that little top part off first because I don't want, obviously, that little crease to be in my, to be on my list. All right, so if we go to 8, see that way, I just cut off kind of that little bit more boring part. Hey, Sammy Lou. Sam, what are you doing, bud? Look who's here, Kim. Kim, you'll be happy to see Sam. Sam, what are you doing, buddy? You guys, Sam, if you didn't know, Sam is our younger son. And so, Sam, I'm impressed. It's 10:30. You're awake. Hi, thanks for coming, bud. I didn't know you were going to pop on. Love that. Sam, tell Miss Vickie happy birthday. It's her 50th birthday tomorrow. She's a young spring chicken. She is a youngin' compared to me. All right, so my inserts are 5 inches wide. So I'm going to trim this down a little bit and see where I chose to trim. I chose to trim this part off because, again, there's kind of that, you know, not much pattern right there. So what we have left is that, which will be a great background. So I know we miss our Sam. I am going to, Sam, look at all the people that have missed you. Sam, if you ever feel down, you just come to Mom's Things on Saturday mornings and your little spirit will lift right up, right? Okay. He's like, Mom, I'm 20 years old. I don't need your followers to lift up my spirits. I'll go somewhere else for that. No, just kidding. I know I'm having Sam separation anxiety too. Sam moved out, December to January, 4 months ago, I guess. All right, so there we go. That is going to be the base of my list. Let's get this guy out of here. Well, it'll be out for just a second. I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to work on my list just standalone, and then when I'm all done with it, I will come back in. You'll be home for dinner tomorrow. Oh, good, yeah. And Valerie's watching from her cabin. Hi, Val. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna work on it here, and then I'll come back and adhere it there. Okay, so now we need some cardstock for our list. Oh gosh, the lights are getting to Lail with the heat. With the heat, and I have a sweater on, so what is Dad making? Oh, for dinner, I don't know. I don't know what Nick's making for dinner tomorrow night. I know, Vickie, you can totally hear Sam say, Mom, because you hear him say that all the time when you're here. Okay. Okay, let's get some of our white cardstock out. Okay. And we need to make the base of our list. So I'm gonna, well, actually, hang on. Let's just check out something here. We could make, oh, you know what? I think maybe, I don't know. I'm going to hold this one off to the side because maybe, I know my neck fan. I need to get the neck fan. It's downstairs. Believe me, friends, if you haven't hit like the menopause, pre-menopause, perimenopause, whatever it is, a neck fan is a really good thing. And Nick's golfing, so, and I'm by myself, so no one can bring me the neck fan, darn it. Sam, drive home and bring me the neck fan, okay? Yeah. All right, so I may use this guy as the base for my list, but I'm going to cut some cardstock just in case, because while I have my trimmer out. So we'd be small like that. And I am going to use one of the new clip stamps, and it will be like clipping this on. So if I do that, I would need this to be probably about right there. Kim, lots of stuff. Yes, Vickie has a giant like Color Palooza weekend for her new collection, but I know she put together some amazing projects with that. And so Vickie's doing that next Saturday. So you can, well, actually, I don't think you can hop over there because I think that is a, oh, golly, I'm going to open the window a little bit more, you guys. Because I think that is a paid thing, but some of you may be doing it. It's totally like stagnant air outside. I think that's probably why. We all have our own personal summer, right? Kim, you have 3 kits coming from me. Yes, you do. All right. Yeah. So this is why Vickie and I were in kind of a heckish week. Sometimes in Utah, we say heck instead of HE double hockey sticks. Vickie shipped, I think, 3 new kits, and then Lael shipped 3 new kits this week. And sometimes we think we can do all the things, and then other times we realize we can't do all the things. So that's what happened in our little world today. I mean, this week. So this could work now that I think about it, because I'm going to do a clip stamp. So we're going to make this work. So this is one of the die cuts from that Vintage Artistry pack that we pulled out. So I'm using the packaging and then also one of the die cuts. So we need to trim this a little bit because he's too wide. And we won't lose too much if we trim, oh, I don't know, maybe about right there. Oh, I wish. Lucky Karen skipped her own personal summer. That's what we call it, right? We're having our own personal summer. Even when it's the middle of winter outside, sometimes we have our own personal summer. So that would go right there. And I might have to cut a little bit more of this off, but we'll kind of hold tight on that until we stamp our clip. So brand new List It 3 stamp set, you guys, that Andy just released. So there are now 4. So there's List It 1, 2, 3, and then there's also List It mini clips. With this guy, what I love about it, 2 brand new clips. This really fun kind of banner for writing your titles in. But then look at these little bullets. 1, 2, 3. You know me and my bullets. I'm always looking for little bullets. But I love how these kind of have a little shadow behind them. So I will use one of the clip stamps. Let's see. I don't know. This one's kind of fun. This one kind of reminds me of like a super vintagey clip. So that could actually work out really well here. So let's use that guy. What did I do? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Those of you that have been waiting for these to come back in, these are now back in stock. And I bought more this time. Each time I buy more and then they go quick. So I brought more this time, but those are the stamping blocks that you see me use most of the time in my stamping, just because that little set of 4 is super handy to have around. I also like the little, handles, these little guys, so that it's really easy to stamp and then lift up. All right, so let's see. This guy, right? Let's put that about right there. Just catching up on. Okay, so real quick, Mindy's talking about the new Tim Holtz color. Did he announce that this morning, what color it is? I would love to know. I know Vickie was last night on her Friday Night Live. There was some speculation on what that would be. So very curious to know what that is. All right, so I've got my little testing notebook out. And brand new stamp. Haven't used it before, obviously, so I always want to prime the stamp first, which is what I'm doing. I'm just basically going to stamp with it first, but when I do that, I want to stamp with it on scrap paper. Salvage patina. Ooh, teal aqua. Salvaged patina. That sounds really cool. I can't wait to see what that looks like. All right, there we go. So we know we're good there. But what I'm going to do, I am going to stamp this on a separate piece of paper, separate piece of cardstock. So what did I do with that? I guess I already put it away. Good on me. Oh, here, actually, I have some scraps here. So the cardstock that I use, I always use white cardstock for my, when I'm doing something like that, when I'm adding cardstock. And that is, I link that in the description of the video. I just buy it on Amazon and I buy it in 8.5 by 11 pieces because I can easily get 2 bases for my lists out of 1 piece without having a lot of leftover like I would if I was doing on a 12 by 12 piece. All right. So there we go. There's our stamp. It's interesting. I said Nick's golfing today and it is very overcast and it is very windy out. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes for Nick. All right, there we go. Let's get that out of the way. Make sure I did not get any black on my hands. And for now, we'll just put these things off to the side. I think I'm going to stamp again on another list. All right, so I am going to fussy cut out my little stamp. And what I mean when I say fussy cut, I am just going just around the outside of that stamped image and cutting. I'm also playing with my glasses. I'm looking down and then trying to look up to see if I can try to figure out how to do it right so I don't feel like I'm gonna barf. All right, so using my little fussy cutting scissors, which I know lots of you have purchased. They are just awesome. Especially when you're doing a little fussy cutting like this, you just get a lot of control because unlike a regular pair of scissors, you are using basically this action. So the scissors sit right here in the palm of your hand and then you're just using your little thumb and pointer finger to cut. Just gives you a lot of control that way. So I like to use the fussy cutting scissors. And here we go, here we go, here we go. All right, what's the weather like today, you guys, where you are? What's weather looking like? Move your chin. Ah, okay, Debbie, I'm gonna try moving my chin. So here's the deal. My eye doctor, oh my heavens, is so loud. He's probably my age, I guess, but I mean, he is so loud and he's like so fast and in and out and, he's just, you're like, oh my gosh, you'd be an interesting guy to know outside of the eye doctor. Okay, so too tall, because we want it to be kind of like that, where it is like clipping it on, right? So too tall. Let's come in and trim this. I'm going to say right about there. Okay. I'm just on the floor doing this, so we don't have to bring that back in again. All right, so that'll just be a nice little decorative background there. Kind of like that. So this guy I need to outline. Nice in Maryland, overcast in Southern California, rainy where Kathy is. Rainy, Kathy, are you in California? You guys always need the rain, right? You guys always need the rain there. We need the rain here in Utah, desperately. 45, 65 this afternoon. Karen, I think we always have similar weather. Karen's in Colorado, Lael's in Utah. The states are right next to each other. And a lot of times they get our weather. And so Yeah, similar. Somebody said it's mostly sunny in Philly. Now, Scrapbook says to 70. Isn't that, isn't that a show or something? Sunny in Philadelphia or something? I don't know what it is, but, all right. So that will go there. And then my thought was these guys, I love this greenery. One of the things, well, a couple things on my, oh wait, hold on, what list are we on? What list are we on? Oh, we're on quirks. Okay. I think, hang on, I need to think in my head for a second. Because why? Oh, it's fine. It would make more sense if I did this on the other list, but then that'll totally mess me up. So it's going to be on this one. Anyhow, I thought these guys were kind of fun. Just that greenery. No, not that guy. Greenery. And what I'll end up doing with the greenery is it'll be part on, and then I will cut the rest off. I think I like that little guy because it's small enough. It doesn't take up so much of my list like that guy. Unless I really pushed it off, it would take up too much of my list. So I think this is the guy. And this is also from the greenery that I'm using is also from that vintage artistry pack. Okay. Oh goodness. It's blowing. Oh, all right. Guess what Lyle forgot? The adhesive. So let's just move around and see if we can find what she did with that. All right, where would that be? Because it's red. It's a big red thing. Huh. All right, well, I don't know. Nope, not Sleepless in Seattle. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Is that it? I don't know. I missed it. Somebody probably said that's what it was. Was that what it was? It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? I don't know. Okay. Anyhow, let's go back to finding our, seriously, what did I do with that? Our, hold on. Moving the lights. Walking around the room. Oh, here it is. Okay. I'm going to tell you what. Everything is planned. I kind of know what I'm doing, and then we forget the adhesive. But that's all right. Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Yeah? That's not the one I was thinking of, but that works too, Vic. All right, there we go. What's nice about this guy is that I can obviously do my listing right on it, right? So before we put that down, let's figure out where this guy's going to go. This guy, no, I feel like it needs to come up a little bit. Let's do that right there. So it's almost like it's a little clipboard, right? It's almost like it's a little clipboard, and I'm trying to think and talk at the same time. It's almost like it's a little clipboard, and the clipboard is holding that piece of paper. These are back in stock, those glue pens. And now there's two different types. There is a chisel one like that, and there's also a fine tip. And I like to use those when I am using little die cuts like that, because it's a little bit easier, especially when you have smaller areas than with that. So if I was not doing this on a list, and I was using one of these stamps, the listed stamps, the little clip, what I would do is I would come in right back here, and I would put a pop dot right there, or a foam square, because then that would have that lift up. See how that's lifting up like that? I would have that lift up, and then it would make it look, because when you have a clip stamp like that on a clipboard, it's lifted right there because it has the piece under it, so you can squeeze it to release the paper. So that's what I would do if I was using that on a card or a mini book or a scrapbook page. But since I'm using it in my traveler's notebook, I don't want to have a lot of extra bulk, so I'm going to put that down like that. Cincinnati's Always Sunny. Oh yes, Bluebird dish. I've had it for a really long time. I couldn't tell you where. Okay, so there we go. There's the start, and then this little guy is going to go right here, bleeding off the page. So let's grab this guy again. Oops. So here, so we want it on this half. See, this is when it's really nice to have a little glue pen like that. And there's, you know, different kinds. These just happen to be the ones that I use and that I carry. But it's nice because it'd be a lot harder to get my tape runner right down in there. Some of those little smaller areas. So right now, what I need to do is I'm just going to use the back of this for a second because I might have a little bit more adhesive that bled over on this side a little bit, and I don't want it to get on my work surface because then it will be sticky, and then I'll put something on it and it'll cause a problem. All right, so now we are cutting the back of this off. So using your packaging in your projects, right? And that's what we used here. That's the packaging. All right, so just a little tiny bit, right? Just a little tiny bit. If this, I'll come back to the packaging in a second. If I was doing a 2-page list, I could actually take this part that I cut off. So let's just pretend like this was going to be here. Then I could take the part that I cut off and I could put that over here. And that's a nice way to lend a little bit of continuity between a list on the left and a list on the right, but I'm not going to do that. Just put that off to the side. Kim, the lawn fawn. You know what? I will. I'll look into carrying that. That little glue pen, that liquid adhesive. I'll look into that too. What was Cheryl thinking? I missed. Oh, punch the hole in the clip. I did actually, and I happen to know right where that is because it's right here. Punched a hole in a clip. There it is. So we did this, and I actually haven't gone back in yet and adhered that. This was stocking stuffers. This was our list from 12/19. And I punched a hole in the top of that clip and then just added some really chunky twine. The reason I had not adhered that yet, and this is what I would recommend, if you are ever going to punch a hole in a clip like that and then either put something through it or not through it, that's why I didn't adhere this when I first made the list, because that's going to be really bulky. And I'm fine with the bulk, but it's going to be a little bit harder if I am still trying to work in my traveler's notebook. So I needed to get this one finished before I came back and adhered that, and I just never did that. So, but I could totally do that, even on this guy. Let's do that, right? Because that would make sense to do that. It would make sense. Heavens. All right, it would make sense to do that, even on this one, because really, it doesn't matter. Any kind of clipboard, gentle. Ooh, okay, hang on. Any kind of clipboard, our little stamp would have a hole in it, right? That's a good suggestion. All right, let's punch that hole. Oh, Vickie's leaving. See you, Vic. I know you've got a lot to do in today. Love you, friend. Dang it. Okay, so public service announcement. If you're going to punch the hole, punch it before you stick it down, right? There we go. There's the hole punched. And, oh, I love that. There we go. Makes it look a little bit more realistic. Okie dokies. So there is the start of our list. I know I'm going to use some of these little bullets here. And I need, of course, washi along the bottom. The washi that I pulled out, I want to show you really quickly. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, those 5 rolls right there come from this guy. This is the rainbow washi from the Reaching Out collection. And I was so excited when I saw this, even though it looks totally boring. I mean, it's beautiful because it's a rainbow, but what's so great about it is with this one little package, you have all of those different colors of washi to work with. So when I was thinking about washi that I might want to use today, I pulled those guys because look at those guys. Look at how well those colors work with the Gingham Foundry washi. Ooh, sorry, I shouldn't do that. I was using my middle finger. My middle finger was flipping off the washi, I guess. Sorry about that. But those colors work really well with Gingham Foundry, but then also can kind of work in a little bit to what we're doing here. So I think anytime that you can use something like that, find something like that that works across a lot of different things that you're working on, that's a good thing. So we'll do that, but I need maybe the hearts. We'll do maybe the hearts and the gold. Let's see. These are the rose gold heart. This is, not these are. That's the rose gold heart washi. So let's do this little guy first. And I like them too. They're a little bit narrower than your regular standard roll of washi. That is the Reaching Out rainbow washi. And I've linked to that in the description of the video as well. The gold and the black over the white in the bluebird dish. Ah, those two. You like those two? Those would be nice too, wouldn't they? Those could work. Should we do that? Okay, we'll do that. We'll use these. We'll use these. We'll use that. Hello, Lael. Find your words for something else. Nice too when we talk about the varying widths. So see those three are three different varying widths. And a lot of times it's fun to vary the width of your washi. Just because, well, you can vary it a couple different ways, right? You could cut it. You could cut it with a trimmer. You could cut it with an X-Acto knife, which is what you see me do sometimes. Oh, that's sweet. You are my sunshine. It doesn't really matter what that says because I'm probably using it more for the color in this case. Oh. All right. I'll do something up there instead. I was going to put my title at the bottom, I remembered, but now I won't do that. I know that's weird to think that you'd put my title at the bottom, but sometimes we got to mix things up. Isn't that pretty that You Are My Sunshine? That is also the washi of the Gingham Foundry. I tell you guys, this collection, oh, it's so beautiful. It is so, so beautiful. All right. So then we'll just put a little touch of that right there, right? Oh, I love those two together. Nice suggestion. And actually, you know what? That is, and it's dark navy, but that's a navy. Knitting a hat. You're knitting it for your granddaughter's first birthday. Oh my gosh, Kim, I thought I read that as your granddaughter's first baby, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? I knew that wasn't the case. All right, quirks. So now I need my little title here. So I was going to maybe stamp that with these stamps, but I think that's going to be a little bit too heavy right here. So I am going to pull out instead, I think these will work. These are from Carrie Bradford. Most of the alphabets I use for sure are from Carrie Bradford. These are the Willow. So those are Willow Upper. Let me see. You know Lael has a stamp problem when it comes to Carrie, you guys. These are Willow Lower. These are Willow Upper XL. And these are Willow Upper Small. I think she might have some of the Willow still. I've linked to her website below. But you know, that's me. I love Carrie stamps. All right. Your brother has a great-grandson. So it's my dad's great-great-grandson. Holy cow, Karen. I need to like wrap my head around that, right? May the 4th be with you. Cute. All right. So quirks. Cute. And I'm going to use the little lines right there on my little stamping block to line those up. While I'm doing this, I'm just going to chat for a second, friends. I mentioned earlier that there were three new kits that we had started shipping out this week. The shipping department, aka Nick and Lael. It's funny. Last night on Vickie's live, she was saying that she was calling her husband, because again, we lead parallel lives, quirks, because it's Vickie and Rich that do all the things at her house, her husband Rich. And so she was saying she was calling her husband a dancing monkey. And so I got quite the giggle out of that. So yeah, Lael and then Nick the dancing monkey in the shipping department. Anyhow, lots of things shipped. 3 kits started shipping this week. The spring, early summer traveler's notebook kit, which I showed you earlier. The Best Friends mini book and the Getaway mini book. I bring that up because 3 different people contacted me yesterday and said, hey, why does it show that my order was delivered to Draper, Utah? And I'm like, wait a minute, what? So something weird is going on with the post office. And if this happened to you, I'll just mention it now because then I don't hear from you. I mean, not that I don't want to hear from you, but something weird is happening with the post office, and I've seen this happen once before. Draper, Utah is maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes away from where I live. And the post office website is showing that order delivered in Draper, Utah, when the people don't live in Draper, Utah. The people, in this case, all 3 lived in California. So if that happened to you, don't worry. I'm sure it's not really delivered in Draper, Utah. It's just something that's going on with the post office website. So weird. And believe me, trying to reach anyone at the post office is a feat of, I don't know, it's difficult. All right, so here we go. Willow, 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 willow. There we go, quirks. Isn't that fun? And what I like about that is this is kind of turned into a little bit more of a delicate list, right? And that is a little bit more of a delicate font. So they work together. Oh, Jen, I'm so glad that Jen, I assume your name's Jen Mabel. You got your getaway kit. Good, good, good. Yeah, we'll do that class in a couple of weeks. Kim, this is Willow. Willow, willow, willow. That reminds me, we have good friends, Scott and Sherry. In fact, if you caught the live last week when I was not here, well, the live wasn't a live. It was a Memorex, not a live. It was pre-recorded. But I joined in the chat because I was up in Idaho with our friends. Actually, Nick and I were. With our friends Scott and Sherry at their cabin, and they have a dog named Willow. Yeah, all of that to say, yes, they have a dog named Willow. Cute English cream English cream retriever. English cream, not a lab. Yeah, a retriever. Anyhow, whatever. Oh no, Kim, we're not talking about Willow paper and ephemera. We are talking about the Willow stickers in the font. Hi, Kylie. The stamp. Carol, this stamp is, where did it go? It just says Willow Upper. It just says Willow Upper. So it's not small and it's not XL. It's just called Willow Upper. Wanda, lemon twist in yet? No, lemon twist. Simple Stories hasn't started shipping lemon twist yet. So I will have it. You know that. So you guys, if you're watching for lemon twist and you need a place to get it, well, you know where to find me because I'll have it. Also, we'll have a mini book kit using that. I don't think, hold on, let's see. It must be meaty. Hold on. What did I just say? I don't remember now. Where'd the little one go? Anyway, whatever I said, you know what I said. Okay, so there we go, quirks. Now, I could have applied a little bit more ink there. So this is what I like to go back in and do because I can see, you probably can't see, but I can see a little bit of spacing in between that stamp. So I'll just do that a little bit on the cue and then I will come back in and fix that later. I just like a little bit more of a solid. All right, see that? So do you see the difference in my cue and the irks? Oh, now it's a little bit blurry. Let's see. So I'll just go in with my black Sharpie and fix those little openings. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just I prefer to have a really solid stamp. Willow stamp still out of stock. So Nancy, I think she has more coming in. Okay, so here we go, quirks. Now I don't need to see my quirks because we're assuming these are my quirks, right? Although I could be doing Nick's quirks, so here's the thing, you guys. Yesterday, Nick and I were out running some errands and he's like, what are your topics for tomorrow? What are you doing for your list? And I said, oh, one of them is quirks. And I said, so what do you think some of my quirks are? And wouldn't you know it? You can announce Willow coming May 1st. Okay, so it sounds like those of you that are still looking for Carrie's Willow stamps, that they are coming back in stock May 1st. What I would recommend, and I just say this because I'm a shopper like you guys are, I have signed up for Carrie's emails, so I know when things come back in. But also, if you're on Instagram, you can sign up for or turn on notifications so that anytime Carrie has a post, then you are notified. That's how I make sure I always get my stamps. But that makes sense, Sarah. She usually does new releases the first of every month. Okay, so quirks. Yes, anyhow, so I'm saying to Nick, so Nick, what are some of my quirks? And of course, he starts rattling off all these things. I'm like, Nick, we already did the bad habits list. He was confusing my bad habits with my quirks. So I kind of had a little chuckle out of that one, right? I'm like, no. I don't need your help with the bad habits again. Clearly, I had a very long bad habit list that he, of course, helped me to remember what some of my bad habits were. And that's okay because I asked him. All right, so now what I thought I would do, I think I'm going to use, let's see. I was going to use one of those little bullets, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do bullets here because I don't have a ton of room left for writing. So I think what I'm going to do one of my run-on lists. Yeah, new list, bad habits versus quirks. And in some cases, they could be both lists, right? Let's see. Sassy club stamps. I don't know those, Robin. I'll have to look. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is this will be a run-on. And what I mean by run-on, let's look and see if I have an example. I know I have an example of run-on lists because I do run-on lists all the time, especially if I have a lot of things to write. Let's see. Oh, well, this is one of the about last month lists, but this is what I mean by run-on, where it's just, not one at a time. I just kind of run everything together. So that is what I will do here. Okay, quirks. I have my little list over here. Let's move this out of the way because it's getting a little messy. But I have my list over here because I have to do my list of things before. So one of them is I comb my hair repeatedly over and over. And it's just one of those things that I just doing it. And then Nick's like, hello, are you done combing your hair yet? And I'm like, oh yeah. The next one is I am always the last to sit down to eat. And I think that has to do with being a mom. When my kids were little, you'd sit down and then the kids would need something and you'd sit down and the kids would need something. So I'm always the last to sit down to eat. And so I'm always the last one to get my plate. And that drives Nick crazy because then he waits to eat because he's nice like that. And then he's like, oh my gosh, come on. So he wants me to get my plate first and sit down to eat first, but that never happens. This is probably the weirdest one that I have. I eat almost everything with a knife and fork. And I will write it that way. I eat almost everything with a knife and fork. And when I say almost everything, pizza, hamburger, corn on the cob, I have to cut off the cob and eat it with a fork. Or spoon, really, I guess in that case. Ribs, can't have ribs. I have to cut the meat off the bone and then eat it that way. I don't know what it is, but even I have a hard time with a sandwich. So I even have to, with a sandwich, I have to cut it in half. So that is one of my really weird quirks. And Nick thinks I'm crazy when it comes to that. And I don't even know, I just have to write this one down. It's the way I eat ice cream. And I don't really notice it, but Nick tells me however I eat ice cream, it's weird. So I eat ice cream weird, I guess, on a spoon. That's another thing. I can't eat, I could never go get a cone. If we went out to ice cream or something, I would have to get it in a little bowl and then eat it with a spoon. So the way that I eat ice cream is weird. The next one is I count stairs. Going up and going down. And it's just totally subconscious. I don't even know why. I just count stairs. So curious, you guys. I am talking about my weird quirks. What are your weird quirks? it's a little red over there. 14 stairs, done. So let me know. I'd love to know in the chat what your weird quirks are. Also, giveaway for this week. One of the new List It stamps. So one of the List It 3 stamps, a prize pack from Andy. So it has a List It 3 stamp. It has one of her brand new, I'll show you this. One of her brand new little, I can't remember what she calls this little guy. He has a name, but this is her little logo. This is her little logo. His name is totally escaping me for a second, but she has new pins. Look at, and it's an enamel pin, but look at his little glittery body. Can you see his little glittery body? Isn't that cute? Anyhow, so prize for this week, giveaway for this week is one of Andy's prize packs with the new List It 3 stamps. So for that, I will have, if you'd like to participate in that giveaway, I will have you, not in the chat, but when we're done with the video, leave a comment telling me one of your weird quirks, and then I'll draw somebody randomly. Twirl your hair, Shabby Rose Creations, same thing. I have that one too. Twirl my hair. You match runner sneaker colors to your t-shirt. There you go, Jane. That's cute. Too many pet peeves. I know, and it's hard, right? Sometimes you have to think of them. So, ask your family or your friends or your coworkers. They'll usually be the ones to be right there with whatever they are, right? Okay. So, counting stairs. Here's another one, and I've done this as long as I can remember. I weave when I walk, and I don't mean like I weave cotton. I drift and I weave, and it's kind of weird, and it drives Nick crazy because he says he can't walk straight because I can't walk straight. One that was just mentioned, I twirl my hair. Whoops. There's a few too many something or other in there. I twirl my hair. Nick says that I have like when I talk to animals, it's a different voice. He says I have a talk to animal voice. And I don't know what that is. I probably also have the same like talk to kid voice. It must get really high pitched or something. I yell at objects I run into. Joanne, I think that's probably a lot of our pet peeves. I mean, our quirks, right? Joellen likes the metal of her planner rings to match the metal of her pen. Bounce the sidewalk. I don't know what that means. Step over cracks. Aha, there we go. Mall walking. That's funny. Patty says if someone else starts loading the dishwasher, she always rearrange what's been done. Patty knows how she likes her dishwasher to be loaded. This is a big one for me, and you guys know this. This is the one I was referring to at the beginning when I was talking. Somebody mentioned my fingernails, and I was saying this. I talk with my hands a lot. I talk with my hands a lot. Okay, you hum when you take, ooh, Pam, I hum when I take a bite of delicious food. I like that. I guess this is one of my quirks. I talk to myself a lot, right? It's very interesting as I read these, a lot that have to do with eating and a lot that have to do with talking. Interesting, right? Nancy, everything in her house has a place to be stored, and it needs to be in that place. I get it. Karen, sitting at a stoplight, tapping her feet. Okay, and then I think the last one maybe. Well, there's two more. I hate this one. I clear my throat frequently. And it's something I don't even notice I do anymore. You guys may notice. I don't know if I do it here, but I do that a lot. So what's interesting, I have two different views here, right? If I'm looking down, everything looks straight. But when I look forward into my iPad so I can see what you guys see, I can totally see how I'm drifting. So apparently not only do I drift while I walk and weave, I also drift while I write. So we'll just correct that by putting a little bullet out there. I think the last one, and I don't know if this is a quirk. Oh, Susan, you open your mouth when you put mascara on. Okay, I was going to say that I say a lot. I don't know that's a quirk. I think it's a bad habit. I am substituting the a lot for same thing. I open my mouth when I put on eye makeup, right? And it's all eye makeup. And if you do that, if you've ever tried not to do that, it's really hard. It's really hard not to do that. All right, so there is our list. We have a couple more things that I want to do here. Oh yes, pulling out, right? I can already tell it needs something down here, and it needs to be black. And I know that that is going to be one of our, probably snarky, I'm going to say, one of the small talk snarky stickers, because I think snarky, there's probably something great in here for snarky for this. So the snarky, same thing with this. So there's snarky, small talk snarky, and also small talk. They have half white and half black stickers. I am fabulous. Well, that would work, right? Let's see. I need a 6-month vacation twice a year. I'm sorry, did I roll my eyes out loud? I think this could be funny. I am fabulous. That just may work, right? I am fabulous. Okay, so we know that's just going to kind of be there, and it's kind of floating. So that's not quite. It needs something else. That's okay because we have something else. Going over here, these are more of the die cuts from that vintage artistry pack that we had been using here. So maybe a label. Oops, that's a sticker, Lael. You just stuck that on. Pull that off. Oh, sway. So that's another interesting thing, Kim, about swaying. There we go. See, that'll be better. And yes, we will lose a little bit of our washi, but that's okay. I am also going to chop off a little bit. There's just some excess on both of those ends. So we'll chop those off. You don't like your food to touch. Ditto. I definitely don't like my food to touch. That's another eating thing. I also, hold on, I'm thinking. I also, oh, what are you saying? I also, hold on. I think we need that to be a little bit longer. I also, oh my gosh, you guys, hello. Now I don't even know what I was going to say also. Oh, I know, it had to do with food touching. Hello. I also will eat the same, okay, how do I say this? So let's say if I'm having, let's just say steak and a vegetable and potatoes, whatever. I will eat one of everything first. I will eat a steak, I will eat the vegetables and then the potatoes and then the steak. I don't like to mix it all up and eat some of this, some of this, some of this. Kim ordered the pink package. Are there leaves and big ephemera in it? So Kim, I don't know if the blush also has the leaves. I know there's big ephemera for sure. A lava bracelet. So Christine, I don't know what a lava bracelet is. I assume you mean that. I don't know if it's a lava bracelet. I don't know. Okay. So now I need something else down here. I kind of like this. So let's just play with this little guy a second. I know we always have lots of butterflies. We talk about that, how butterflies are super popular in this scrapbooking world, right? So I'm going to fussy cut this because it was just a little bit too big. And it may work and it may not. Now when I fussy cut this is going to be an antennaless butterfly because I can't fussy cut those antennas. It's just too much. Let's just see if this guy works. Dee. Okay, so no, it's not going to work. See why it doesn't work? Because this is cut off. The only way that it would work is if it was right there, and then that would be weird. So I'll have to figure out, because it's cut off here and cut off here. It needs to find some better place to live, but it will not be living anywhere on this guy. So put that back there and I'll put it back in the package. Let's see if there were some other things. Oh, here's some that are already cut. I just didn't look far enough. Nope. Move it around and see if there's anywhere that this wants to go. That could go there. That's nice there. Like I said, I know, let's use this. Some of you hate butterflies because you say they're like flying bugs. That's okay. Right? You do you. I'll do me, you do you. Quirks. Oh. Stick it down, stick it down, stick it down. All right, so then we still needed a little something down here because we're just not quite done yet. Right, we're not quite done with the I am fabulous. And we can say we're fabulous. In this case, the I am fabulous is a little bit tongue-in-cheek, right? All right, let's look and see. I think it's the nice thing about these guys. They're all very large, so that's good. But I'm probably not going to find something small to accent that. So let's just look. Yeah, everything's big. Okay. So we will move all these off to the side. And this greenery I love. I think it's so fun. All right, all these off to the side. Now let's look and see what else we could do. See how I need something else right here, right? It's just kind of plain, right? So we're looking for something else. Here's an idea. What if we did this? Because we need to date it, right? What if we dated it right here and then put I am fabulous above it? I think that's what we'll do. But I'm going to take I am fabulous off for a second because I don't want it to get in the way. I finally found my roller date stamp. It was where it should be. It just there's a lot of them. There's a lot of different stamps in there, so it was lost. It was lost in the shuffle. Today is the 24th. 04 24 21. And always test that first just to make sure that everything lines up and it looks right. It does, so that's good. So that is going to go right. Hang on. Now this is where the glasses are really going to get me. Right there. 04 421. I had to get level with the table so I could see it. And now my I am fabulous will fit in there a little bit better. And then look, it needs something right there, right? Don't you think? Right there in that spot. And I think what it needs is a heart. So I pull out my little container of hearts and no, too small. Need something bigger. Maybe one of these gold ones. I don't think so. Maybe maybe some yellow. Nope, too big. Nope, that's not quite right. So what else? What else could we try here? You can tell some of these I have had forever and a day. These are little cork hearts. Cork heart. I think it's too big still, right? Too big, because then it's just like this weird, your eye goes from there to there. It's too much. So we just need a small guy, maybe. Did we think this guy was too big? That'll work. Okay, there we go. There is our quirks list, dated and everything. this would be a fun one to do with other people in your world, right? What are their quirks? And this is, we talk about this sometimes, that it doesn't have to be in a list like this. Maybe you're eating dinner with your family and you are, you know, looking for a table topic, a conversation starter, and talk about people's quirks. It could get quite amusing. All right, so there we go. One of the benefits of creating this outside of the Traveler's Notebook insert and now adhering it on is when I'm stamping, right? Because as I get deeper and deeper into my insert, it gets a little bit, it starts to get just a little bit bumpy, right? Because I have different things that I have added. So I have a better chance of making sure my stamps are straight if I am not, you know, doing that directly in the book. Kim, yes. If you email me and call it that, I'll know that you want to add it to your order. Yep, for sure. All right, now let's go ahead and adhesive. And I'm going to try to get my adhesive really, really, really close to the edge because this is a little bit heavier. Because instead of using cardstock as a base or pattern paper, we are using that packaging. And so it's a little bit heavier. All right, oopsie. Oopsie daisy. So for next Saturday, you guys, as I was talking about next Saturday. Hi, Corey, good morning. Hi, Jennifer. Jennifer, I saw you last night on Vickie's thing, didn't I? I think. Sometimes it's hard for me to remember names. If I saw your dark hair, then I think I would go, oh yeah, that's Jennifer. Okay, there we go. So for next Saturday, you guys, for National Scrapbook Day, if you have suggestions on something that you would like to do, since it's just kind of going to be a mashup day, let me know. Let me know in the chat, or let me know in the comment, or shoot me an email and let me know. Easiest way to email me is to just go to my website and click contact us. All right, so there's our first list. Now, second list for today is favorite smells. You probably didn't know this, but today is National Sense of Smell Day. Did you know that? I didn't either. Who knew that there was such a thing? Although some of you are like, who knew there was such a thing as National Scrapbook Day? If you did our list with us, which in fact, that's one of the lists I will finish because I didn't finish. We did a list on our 52-week celebration about holidays, different holidays that are on maybe family members' birthdays or friends' birthdays. So I think I went to the same website and saw that today is National Sense of Smell Day. So what better today to do a favorite smells list than National Sense of Smell Day? So for National Sense of Smell Day, well, for my list, I don't think it can be here. This is why. These are the products I am going to use for this list. And they're awesome, great. There's a ton of color. It'll be really fun. However, all of those right next to this list, some of you are like shuddering going, oh my gosh, I couldn't do that. So not sure if it'll go there or not. What I need to do is I need to go back and see if there's a spot. All right, it could go here, right? It could go here because, make sure I'm not doing any stamping here. It could go here because it'll, you know, there'll just be a lot of color going on. There's a kind of color going on this. So I think we'll do that one. So what I thought I would do, these are a couple of the die cuts from Vickie's Color Study collection. And I thought those two together would be really fun. So this is just kind of going to be a, I'm just going to write all over this with some of my favorite smells. And I think we'll have to see that I will use these, my type stickers, for the main words. All right, so like one of them is rosemary. So I would use rosemary in, I will use rosemary in, well, for one of my words, in one of the stickers. Jennifer, did you have COVID? I bet you did, right? I'm so sorry. Sense of smell is a big thing, right? I know, Sarah, it is a lot of color, right? Get out your sunglasses. No, and that's one of the things that's really fun with Color Study, Vickie's most recent collection, is that there's a ton of color. So I don't do this very often. I think it would be fun to do this right there in the center. Instead of coming down here and putting this there, and that would be what you would think that you would do because it's a rainbow, right? So you'd think, oh yeah, put that at the bottom of the page. But I think it'd be kind of fun to do that in the center. So we're gonna live on the edge a little bit by doing that. So let's live on the edge. You heard that outside? FedEx. I tell you guys, not a day goes by. FedEx, Amazon, Post Office, UPS. At least one every day. Is he coming to my house? Oh, he is. Oh, shoot. Oh, well. It's the FedEx ground guy, and I have a FedEx ground return that I need to take to the FedEx store, I guess. But it would have been really easy if I could have just given it to him. But he didn't know that. He just ran to the front porch and dropped it. Alrighty. Gosh, that's loud. Okay, here we go. Dink. I know, it's fun to have because you know when things are at my house, that means something good's coming usually, right? Jennifer, yeah, sorry that you had COVID. And golly, Kathy lost her taste with chemo. Oh no, isn't it gone forever, Kathy? Interesting. Cutting lemons and boiling them in water. So my dad, some of you know the situation with my dad. My dad has dementia, and one of the, I guess, side effects from that is loss of taste and smell, and it's permanent, which, so Jennifer, and for anyone else that has lost either, oh, and hold on. Hold on. Kathy, if you've lost it for other reasons like chemo, yes, so sorry. That would be very difficult to have that be permanent, right? We rely on so much taste and smell, but smell for me, so many memories, right? So many memories. Kim, you can, it would be easy. So Kim asked, can you pay extra and use FedEx instead of USPS? Yes, however, if FedEx and UPS are the same in your world, it's easier for me to do UPS. But either one. So yeah, in that case, just let me know, because I don't think they're definitely not an option on my website. And a hyper sense of smell and taste Mary's had with her brain aneurysm surgery. I have a hyper sense of smell, and I think that is a blessing and a curse, right? For sure. Cheryl, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Well, I'll just tell you, I wasn't scared. From my perspective, and this is Lael's personal perspective, because I can have a personal opinion. For me, it was a no-brainer to get the shot vaccination because I'm much more scared of the alternative. There are some of you, if you're in the Facebook group, and here's something really quick for the Facebook group, you guys, if you're not in the Lael by Mail Facebook group, you should come join. It's fun. Lots of people sharing lists and chatting about different things. So they share pictures of their lists that they've done. But I had shared, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 weeks ago that one of my friends that has taken classes from me for years in Northern California, Michelle Delgado, had COVID, still has COVID. She was in the hospital. Her father was also in the hospital. They were both in ICU side by side, and unfortunately her father passed away. But within the last couple of days, she is finally out of ICU, and she's been in for a long time, like 4 or 5 weeks. So just thought I'd give that little update because I did share that because she's a member of the Facebook group and sometimes is on our Saturday sessions. Well, had been in the past, but anyhow, so happy to see that she is hopefully on the mend, but so sad. I mean, just the whole, yeah, we won't go there. Okay, so favorite smells. All right, so I thought that this might be fun, but I'm not really sure yet, so we'll have to see how this is going to work, friends. I thought I would use my type because they're a little bit smaller, and that those would be fun stickers to just kind of put around for different words. Yes, very good news about Michelle. Oh, Jackie, migraines. Oh, Jackie. Well, that's good to know because usually every year at Ready, Set, Create, we're around each other and I love perfume. So I hope that's never bothered you. Celia, I saw that about Victoria, but you know what? I didn't know that it was COVID. I'm so sorry. Golly, I tell you, it's just, yeah, it's devastating. It really is. And she's younger. I mean, you know, she's not like 70. She's definitely younger. So let's see how this is going to work. Maybe we'll put this here because some of the other words that I need are going to need some explanation around them, some additional words. So normally I would take out this guy and put my title right there. But in this case, I know I put my stickers right there. In this case, I know if campfire is right here, that I can start with the E. Although I don't know if campfire will fit. So maybe I'll find another shorter word here. And I'm not going to use yellow there because I already have yellow. I'm just talking through my thought process, friends. So here, and I didn't pick this specifically for this word, I just thought blue would look nice there. The ocean. I love the smell of the ocean. But instead of starting with the O, I'm going to start with the N and spell backwards because I know where I need it to end. Doesn't matter where I start, I know where I need it to end. O-C-E-A-N. Okay, spelling backwards. The smell of summer straight after it rains. The rain is one of mine too, for sure. Oh my gosh. Shabby Rose Creations, her husband, they both had it. Oh, that scares me. I have a friend right now in Colorado. She and her husband both have it. Here's interesting. They're one of those, both of them breakthrough case. They both have had COVID vaccinations. They both have had their vaccinations, and it's been probably 6 weeks ago that they had them. So those are super rare from what I understand to have breakthrough cases like that. But yes, freshly mowed grass, that is another one of mine. I love the smell of fresh mowed grass. Ocean. So we'll see. I don't know, you guys. This could be one of those lists that looks really that freshly mowed glass. Well, Karen, I have never smelled freshly mowed glass, but I don't know. Does it smell good? Yeah, that's funny. I think that's probably a typo. Real wood camphor. Grapes along Lake Erie in the fall. Ooh, yeah. So they're like a little bit, are they like a little bit fermented, maybe? Okay, the ocean. I love the smell of the ocean. I love the ocean in general. I always say I should not live where I live. The smell of horses with the smell of leather tack. Yeah, we'll see. This could work out or it could not at all. Lamp glass. The ocean. And what's going to work, using my black pen to write a few words around main words like that, that will tie in with what Vickie had written here. Sometimes you have to create your own sunshine. So the black will kind of tie in. All right, so sunshine. There we go, that's one. Another one, let's see. Maybe I'll put this one down here. And maybe the one down here will be, the one down here could be maybe yellow. How about that? Lilacs, oh yes. Brand new paperback book, yes, very good. Oh, Nancy, your neighbor Pat, that's so sad. Newborn baby, also on my list. Debbie, the smell of a new planner. So smell of a new planner, probably similar to new paper, new book. And I don't mean to gloss over, you guys, for sure. I don't mean to gloss over when someone says that their neighbor passed away or that a friend passed away. Please don't think I'm glossing over that by any means. All right, my next one, Stargazer Lilies. So I think maybe what I will do, instead of writing Stargazer Lilies all in stickers, I think I will do lilies and then I'll write Stargazer. This one, I'm not sure where it will end. So maybe, well, we'll just figure it out. So let's do lilies. The smell of new scrapbook paper. Yes, and until you work for a scrapbook company and you are headed to a trade show in Vegas, and you are taking a bunch of samples with you that you pick up from the printer on the way down, and then it's about a 6-hour drive to Vegas. And if you like the smell of scrapbook paper, well, when it's first printed, it is really strong. So a 6-hour drive in the car with a whole car full of freshly printed scrapbook paper is a lot. Speaking from experience. Lilies, Lillies, right? Lilies? Lilies? I think so. But stargazer lilies. I love stargazer lilies. And here's the thing. That seems to be either love it or you hate it. You love the smell of stargazer lilies or you can't stand it. I like the smell. New car smell, yes. New car smell on my list as well. Garlic, oh yes, garlic is good too. Oh, guess what? Somewhere on here I should probably put a title, right? I should probably put a title. So if I'm going to do a title, I think I'd like my title to be in black. And maybe I need to put my title right here. What do you think, friends? My title probably should go right there. So let's find, ooh, yikes. Let's see what we want to do here, because I might want to do, I'm thinking what I want to do, black. So I could do my type. Well, let's try that. Let's see. So the My Type stickers are linked in the description of the video. But, okay, so Lily's needs to go somewhere else. Maybe we'll just put Lily's right down here, because I need to get Lily's off. Nancy, I bet not a lot of us have smelled that. A corn plant pollinating smell. They are beautiful, but mess with me. Celia, the smell messes with you. Interesting. Ooh, crowns, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Crayons, crayons, crowns. Crayons, not crowns. Not the crown that you lift on your head, that you put on your head. All right, that is, where's my, okay. I didn't do that very well because I'm a little bit crooked. We watched an interesting movie last night, you guys. Maybe a little controversial. I probably shouldn't talk about it. It's called Uncle Frank. And Google it and see if it might be something that you would like. It is about a man in the early 70s that is gay. And he comes from a very small town in South Carolina. And it's kind of his... anyhow, it's very good, but it's very emotional. We also watched one earlier this week, The Last Blockbuster. Oh, dang it, Lil. Shoot. I'm having an issue. I just peeled that guy all the way off. The Last Blockbuster, which is a documentary about about Blockbuster basically going out of business and what happened there. And I don't know if it's closed or not. There was one last Blockbuster in Oregon, Bend, Oregon. I don't know if it's still there or not, but yeah, very, very interesting documentary, and why they went out of business. And it's not why people think. It's not because of Netflix. And actually, it's interesting because at one point, Blockbuster was a multi-billion-dollar company, and Netflix in the early days approached Blockbuster to buy them, and Blockbuster was like, no. Cinnamon brooms, pumpkin spice, num num num. A hot bath, Play-Doh. Oh my gosh, Play-Doh. Okay, so here's the deal. I need to add some things to my list, okay? Because you guys are coming up with all kinds of good things that weren't on my list. I love the smell of Play-Doh. There was something else. I don't remember. Let me look. Oh, I know. Someone just said something about Paul Bettany. Is that how you say his name? Yes. Oh my gosh, he is a very good actor. Kim, you must have seen that movie. Butterscotch, Irish breakfast tea, Major League Baseball game, turkey dinner, um, wood burning fireplace. Ooh, smoker from the barbecue for sure. Brand new leather. Oh yes, leather. And I saw someone, the same person. Let's see, leather. I need to look at that. Leather. Chick Sparrow. Yeah, Celia. They make beautiful traveler's notebooks, don't they? Ooh, Cinnabon. Okay. Anything that smells like fall. Glue sticks. Interesting. Okay. I don't even know how to pronounce that, Karen, but Karen is partial to a perfume from Avon. Okay. Okay. Lilies. So here we're going to say, let's do this. Stargazer lilies. This one, I think this list could end up taking a long time, you guys. We'll see. We'll see if what time is it? 11:41. Okay. We'll play around with this one for a little bit longer. Okay, so smells. I think smells will go right there. But I think that if I use smells here, it might not stand out as much, right? It might not stand out as much because I'm using the same font for those other things. So we could use, let's see. Oh, not that. I'm looking for the basics. Bacon. Oh, yes. Bacon, bacon, bacon. Oh, you know what? This is going to sound weird. The smell of, is it not a cigar? Is it pipe smoke? Pipe? A pipe? I'm going to have lots on here. Certs, pipe, bacon. I love the smell of bacon. Cedar trees. Ooh, cedar's good. Cedar is good too. All right, so let's look at these. The color vibe, black. So smells. SMELLS. Okay, I'm good. So if these were to go right here. Pipe tobacco. There we go. Pipes. Sweetgrass. Oh, Kim, clove cigarettes. Okay, well, years ago, many years ago, college years ago, back in the day, many years ago. Yes, I was known to smoke a clove cigarette or two. You'd go to a party or a club or something like that. But oh, yes, I loved those. Now you guys know something about Lael you probably didn't ever know before. They smell good. They're horrible. Well, any kind of smoking, horrible for your lungs, but I think those are extra horrible. Back in 1984. Probably not 84. A little bit later. 84 would have put me, I think, probably sophomore in high school. Italian restaurant. Ooh, nummy, yes. And any forest early. Oh, forest. Yes. Yes. Oh, golly. Oh, bad smells. Yes, we could do another one. Smoke. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, Lordy. That's the case of my brain. Okay. This is supposed to say smells, not smoke. My brain was talking about smoke. We were talking about tobacco scope. Smoke. I know. What are you smelling? Shannon, I know. What am I smelling? Golly. What am I smelling? What am I smelling? Wow. Yeah, I promise I've not been smoking anything this morning, friends. Although you might think that based on what I was spelling there. Goodness. Smells. 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 There we go. Yes, and then we were saying that you could have another list, the bad smells, right? Ooh, we could do that. We could do a bad smells list. Maybe we'll do that next week. Even though for me, they're not going to be side by side, but that's okay. Smells. Alrighty, there we go. Not smoke. Spelling or smelling, I know. It's all running in together. Okay, smells. That looks about centered. So if you haven't seen me do the ruler trick before, I use a steel ruler. These I have on my website, but I use the steel ruler to line up my letter stickers, I'm using that little line on the ruler so they line up. But then I can also kind of move that around until I get it centered and where I want it to go. And then press down and gently lift. Gently, gently, gently. Okay, there we go. Smells. I didn't quite get that S lined up. So let's, it's going to stay there. It's going to stay there. Okay, so these are favorite smells. These are the good ones. These are the good smells, not the bad smells. Stacy, do you need special tools if you sign up for the Getaway album? Send me an email and I will send you a list of tools that you need. Trimmer, adhesive, I'll send you the list of tools that you need and then you can see if you have them. Okay, yes, crayons. Oh my gosh, my list is getting longer and longer, but that's good. That's why I think it's so fun that we do these lists together, because a lot of times you guys have things that you're bringing up. I'm like, oh, I forgot about that. All right. I like this. Both of these blues are really pretty. Swimming pool and mint. Well, that's not really blue, but all right. So then let's see. What else do we want? What other? Well, I've got all the colors out. I just need to figure out where I want to put them. All right. So we have stargazer lilies. So new car smell. So I think we'll do car. Car could fit right there, right? So what should we do? Should we do the green right there? I don't want to do the red because then it'll look too much like red, white, and blue 4th of July. Let's do car with that one. Tim Hortons coffee. Oh, Tim Hortons. Timmy's. An ice cap. Vickie introduced me to those. Oh, if we do car, let's start with the R first because we'll spell backwards because we know where we need to end. New car. Old Spice. That's a thing, right? They bring back memories. Oh my gosh. So you know what? We could talk about like cologne. So like men's colognes in high school that bring back memories, right? Oh my gosh. Like Polo in the green bottle. That one is a huge like trigger for me. I loved that smell. And then I think there was another one called Dracar or something like that. That was also one that boys in high school like to douse themselves with. In and out. Oh, interesting. So Celia said the vanilla smelling tobacco tasted horrible if you were a pipe smoker. Okay, we've got pipe. All right. So let's see what else that we want. Maybe up here we'll do, so here I need grass. And I won't do grass in, should we do this pink color? We'll put grass up there. I won't do grass in green because Dracar, Noir, yeah. All the men's cologne. Polo was in the green bottle, yep. But isn't it funny? I think a lot of that we talk about like association because you associate that. I just associate that with having crushes on boys in high school, I think. And boy, did they like to douse themselves with that. Probably similar to Axe. I think both of our boys, when they were younger, probably early high school, like to douse, or even 8th grade, like to douse themselves with Axe body spray. Grass. Graaa. Lots of smells. It's fun. We could definitely have a, oh no, okay, no, just don't, there's 2 other letters that have to come here, right? So just know 2 more letters are coming. What was I just going to say? I don't know. I got sidetracked by the partially worded grass. Oh, I know. Yes, so we could do another list that was the bad smells, like the smells that we can't stand, right? Like another one that I like the smell of cilantro. I think cilantro smells really good. But cilantro, some people, I don't know, if you hate the taste of cilantro, do you also hate the smell of cilantro? Just curious. Maybe it's like an association. So here we go. Freshly cut grass. Alrighty, so yes, this is going to British Sterling. I've never heard of British Sterling. I don't know that one. Axe was banned from the yearly junior high camping retreat. That's funny. That is funny. Okay, I keep adding cilantro to my list. All right, so now let's see what color should go here. I think we could do maybe a yellow up there. I'm kind of, I guess, going up this way. So we did new car. What about campfire? Maybe campfire is all in orange. And I'll just start it this way. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so campfire. And this, I'll have to decide, you guys, how much longer that we work on this list, because this is kind of boring now. I mean, it's fine for me, but it's probably not very exciting. It's because I just keep adding letter stickers, right? So I may, at the end, just come back and keep working on this. We'll see. There you go. Now it goes together. Now it works on this page because of that. Those two oranges match. It's a fun one. I think it's fun too. So this is interesting. The way that I came up with using these two on this list, I still had all of the die cuts from last week, from our list last week out. And I was picking them up and I thought, oh, that's cute. And then that one was right next to us. And I thought, oh my gosh, those would be really fun together. And then I thought, well, that would be good for the smells list. And then there's lots of different colors. So let's pull in different colored stickers. And there you go. I think what's making it fun though for me is that that's in the center of the page. And that is rarely, and I don't usually do something like that, right? So it makes it kind of fun and whimsical, campfire. And it's kind of a fun and whimsical list with all the different nice smelling things. I mean, you have things like freshly baked cookies, right? Those always smell good. Hi, Sandy. We're just listing right along here. Just having fun listing. Wanda, yeah, oh, I tell you what, the color study, oh my goodness. It is, I don't know, Vickie was joking last night on her live that, you know, every time she does a new collection, she thinks that's her favorite. And this one, I tell you, it's so fun. It is so fun. And you know, I mean, it's a lot of color, right? There's a lot of color. There's a lot of bold color in here and a lot of bold patterns in the paper. But for me, the way that I make that work for Lael's style is lots of white, right? And that's here. There's lots of white going on. There's lots of color, but lots of white helps to kind of balance that out, right? All right, maybe we'll just finish this upper part and then I'll kind of finish the rest later. Maybe when we're done. I'll see. I think a yellow, maybe. A yellow. Maybe I'll leave all of that open up there. So, bacon. That reminds me. Oh, that would have been one of the ad commercials we could have added to my list. Begging strips, right? Isn't that the dog commercial, the begging strips, when the dog says bacon? Isn't that bacon, or am I confusing that with open, the Mervin's commercial? Who knows? Oh, maybe. Let's do this one up here. So bacon. We'll slide bacon right under there. Now, not raw bacon. I don't know if I've ever smelled raw bacon. Not intentionally. But freshly cooked bacon is so nummy. Just pop that little guy right there. Bacon. Bacon dog treats. Yep, there we go. Oh, good. So that's interesting. Here's the thing. Karen is not working on a list. Well, she's working on a layout about her quirks, a scrapbook page. So here's the thing, you guys. If you are, oh, I'm not going to like that. I can tell already. If you are a scrapbooker You can totally make your lists work for scrapbooking, right? I mean, really, there's not a list that we do that you couldn't make work for scrapbooking because you could have pictures of some of your, maybe you have pictures of campfire and you do a bunch of pictures with these things. Or you just have a picture of yourself, right? Picture yourself and you write all these things on your layout. So we can make what we do work for a lot of different types of paper crafting hobbies, right? It doesn't just have to be listing, because I know listing's not for everyone. And really, if listing's not for everyone, they're probably not here, right? Bacon. Did we talk about what kind of printer Karen got? I don't remember. Now, you could do this with different fonts, and I'm just using the same font just to kind of keep it somewhat consistent, but you could do this with different fonts. You could mix upper and lowercase. A lot of times I like to do that, where I'll pop in an uppercase in a letter, which is a great way to use up, if you don't have a lowercase c, then you could just put the uppercase C in bacon. You could also, if you wanted consistency, you could use all the same color, different fonts. So something like that would be, you could do like black, right? You could take all your black letter stickers out and just do the words in black, and then have color be some of your die cuts and things. Oh, Nancy, you're very sweet. Thank you. Sometimes I feel like I have zero creativity at all. Debbie's Therapy. These are cardstock stickers. They are the Doodlebug stickers are thick. I shouldn't say thick, but they're cardstock, so they're a heavier weight. They are definitely different than like the Simple Story stickers. The Simple Stories are paper stickers. The Doodlebug are cardstock, so they're a little bit heavier weight. Hi, honey. How's the golfing going? Let's see. Good reminder too, friends. Yes, thumbs up. That was very, very helpful. We always have to drown out the 3 or 4 people that decide to give things a thumbs down. And I don't know why they do that, but I guess it's a free country. They can do that. I say just move on. If it's not your thing, just move on. If you can't say something nice, you know what they say. If you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. Yeah, so thumbs up are always very, very appreciated. All right, so let's find another one. We did fresh cut grass. If you are just joining, today is National Sense of Smell Day. So what better day to do this, right? Okay, newborn baby smell, right? A newborn baby. So I don't use purple often. Maybe this will go up here and I'll do baby. Maybe it was last night when Nick and I were watching TV before we went to bed or something. There was a commercial for the new purple iPhone. And I thought, oh heavens, that's interesting. I'm kind of surprised that Apple did a purple iPhone, just because, and I know this because I've been in the scrapbooking world for years, working for a number of different manufacturers. Purple rarely sells. It's just, if you love purple, you love it with a passion, but it's just not a top seller. So, and I saw that happen at multiple different companies. And so I thought it was interesting that Apple did a purple iPhone. Weigh in, guys. Purple. Are you a lover or a hater? Or you're like, Nick, Valerie is piping in. She just said that she's Michelle's sister. Nick, that's Michelle, whose dinner I'm going to next week. So now that will kind of bring in a reference. Neighbor Michelle, which you guys talk about small world. Valerie, who I know from teaching at retreats for my friend Michelle, different Michelle, who has a store in Spokane called 3 Craft Chicks. Let's see. Newborn baby. New bomb. That looks like new bomb. Newborn baby. That's all right. Anyway, Valerie, her sister lives in my neighborhood, which is such a weird, like, small world thing. Oh, look at purple. I haven't seen the new iMac, Celia. What color is that? Wanda loves to wear. Look at all you guys in the purple. Okay. Prove me wrong. Although, I know purple scrapbooking product doesn't necessarily sell so well. Okay, let's do one more word right here, and then I think we'll move on to our next one, you guys. Rain. So, I love the smell of rain. Now, let's see what color we'll use here. What about red? Rain. Let's see if that works. Yes, this is turning out fun. Totally different. I didn't, sometimes when I plan, and really I just said, these are the things I'm going to use. You don't necessarily know how things are going to turn out. Sometimes you really like the way a list turns out, and sometimes you're like, not so much. But I like this one. Like the not so much. I mean, it's fine. I don't love it. Is this one next to it? 7 different colors, including, for the new iMac. iMac, yeah. I will, Nancy. I will for sure post it, yes, because I need to finish it. And I am woefully behind on posting. Yeah, I need to figure out a way to do that. I mean, really what I need to do is one rainy day, which is never, there's always something to do on the rainy days. I need to add them all to Pinterest, really. I just need to have a Pinterest board that has them all on it, and then they'd be super easy to see. A lot of them are shared in the Facebook group. And that's that's linked in the description of the video as well. But if you're on Facebook, you should come join us in the group because it's fun. All right, I'm going to stop on this list. Another thing, if you are on Instagram and you don't follow Lael, please do. Instagram is my nemesis. All the social media, the algorithms, and that's probably one of the biggest things that hangs over my head. Is, oh my gosh, I haven't posted on Instagram today. Oh my gosh, what am I going to post? Oh my gosh. And I hate that, but it's a necessary evil. So if you are if you're on Instagram and not following Lael Concart, please follow. If you are on Facebook, there's a Lael by Mail Facebook page. There's also a Lael by Mail Facebook group. And then YouTube, obviously, you're here on YouTube, but you can also subscribe on YouTube. Okay, there we go. That's it for now. And I will finish that up. But I kind of like the way that is. I mean, not kind of. I like the way that's looking. Okay. Pinterest. You can also follow Pinterest. And I think that's linked in the description of the video below as well, down towards the bottom. I do have Pinterest. Pinterest boards of some of my lists from a long time ago. Okay. Here I need to. So, Debbie, it would be great if your page was the featured photo of an album on your Facebook, then all others in that category could be shared there. Actually, in the Facebook group, we do that. I think that is what you mean, but double check the Facebook group and see if that's what you mean. If not, then maybe shoot me an email, because then I'm probably not understanding. Hi, Wendy in Maryland. Welcome. I assume that's what MD means. The rainbow, yes, we've been having a lot of fun with that. All right, friends, so there are a couple. Okay, so let's now move to our third list. This is a fun one. This third list, and I think, let's see if it can go. It could probably go here. Let's see. The third list is stores that age me. And I know that sounds kind of funny. I was having a hard time coming up with the right title for that. So that list came to me. I was on Facebook or something. And you know how things just pop up on Facebook? And it was a Facebook. Somebody had a little image and it said, you're old when, or something like that. Or name a store that shows how old you are. Whatever it was. So I thought, oh my gosh, that would be such a fun list for us to do. So, the list that I'm doing is stores that age me. Think Radio Shack. Think Blockbuster, right? Stores that were around when I was younger that are no longer around, right? So do we all have the same stores? Wanda, that's interesting. It's interesting because there may be some like Radio Shack that we would all have. But then there may be others, like one that's on my list is called ZCMI. ZCMI in Utah was a huge department store. That is no longer around, but you probably wouldn't have that on your list unless you were from Utah. Learners, Celia, this is funny. Nick and I were talking about this last night, and he's like, oh, Learners. And I'm like, Learners? How do you even know about Learners? Learners wasn't on my list, but it may make it there. Now, TGNY. I don't know what TGNY is. What's TGNY, you guys? Oh, archivers. Oh my gosh, duh. How could I have forgotten archivers? If is Terry here? Terry Leto? Terry, I don't know if I ever pronounced your name correctly, but I think Terry used to work at Archivers. Wanda, Toys R Us, another one on my list. So Woolworths, Woolworths for sure, but Woolworths, wasn't ever, I don't think, a store that I shopped at. Not that I wouldn't, I just think it was maybe before my time, or wasn't where I lived. Tom McCann's, Bargain Heralds. Look at, so you guys, this is fun because I think there will be some items on our list that are common amongst us, and then others that are totally unique. Ben Franklin. So I think there are maybe a few Ben Franklins. I'm not sure. Henshey's Hills Department Store, right? Fun. Okay, so what I'm interested in is I know we have. And I don't know, Aiziomi, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but she's from Nairobi, I believe. If she's still here, I'm sure her list would be completely different. And then if Ruth is here, still from the UK, because I think it's late for her at night, if her stores would be different, right? Big V, okay, Tower Records, yes, for sure, Tower Records. So that is the list, and that is the list I think that I can do here. Mervin's also on my list. Isn't it funny? Casual Corner. So interesting about Casual Corner. I didn't have it on my list, but there was one that we had called Contempo Casuals. Also 579, which at one point in my life, probably back when that was around, I could fit into maybe the 9, never the 5 or 7. Casual Corner. I wanted to add that one too. Okay, anyhow, so the product I'm going to use for this list is Petite Sophisticate. So Debbie, I will tell you, never in my life would I have walked into Petite Sophisticate because I am anything but petite. I'm 5'10". I don't know if you guys knew that. I'm 5'10". Okay, so this list, I think, oh goodness, let's put away some of these things, right? I think I can use on this page. Let's see. Green Stamp, Bullocks, iMagnin. iMagnin, yes. I haven't heard of that one in a long time. Hi, Kim. All right, so for this list, I am using Gingham Foundry. And that is what you saw, and a lot of you had questions. Oh, wait a minute. That just reminded me. These guys. Oh, duh, I'm looking for my list. Hello. My list is right here. But I was thinking these super, super, super popular that sold out really fast, and they are back. These are the puppy stickers from Color Study. But I think what I will do, I think I may, when all is said and done, go in and fill in some holes. Like this would work really well here. Like I could put this guy right there, right? Just to kind of fill in that hole, that little blank spot a little bit there. So that will be good because I think there'll be enough colors in here with the puffies that I can fill in a couple blank spaces. So that is what I will do. And I put that there now so it'll remind me. Okay, back to the other list at hand. I think I've said this now like 10 times. This list, Gingham Foundry, that is what you see, most of the product that I had when we first started. This beautiful navy and kind of yellowy mustard and the florals and it's just so pretty. So that is my plan for here. And I think it will be close enough. It's not like I'm doing Color Study here and where it's super bright and colorful and then more muted here. So I think that will work. So what I'm going to do, I am going to do a couple of layers. And I think I will start out with that as my base. And then this. I love this. I love that. So much, I can't even tell you, even though I said love like 1,000 times in a row there. This, just the colors and the white and the pops of yellow, it just makes me happy. So I think I'm going to do those two, and then I'll do one last layer, and it will be my list. So let's get out our trimmer. The tea rooms, that's kind of a thing in the past, right? The tea rooms. So since you mentioned tea room, just while I'm cutting, I've talked a little bit about before, and they they were one of the sponsors when we did the 52 weeks, Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine. They do events, and they used to be in person, and they will be in person again soon. Well, not soon, but at some point. At some point, but they used to do in-person events, and the in-person events were all in Canada. Oh, look at that. The pads. So one quick thing about the pads that I will tell you, the My Mind's Eye paper pads, and Simple Stories does the same thing. All of Vickie's paper pads do this, but not all of American Crafts. Vickie's for sure, but double-sided, right? But the nice thing is I turn this over and I'm like, oh my gosh, but that's so cute too. Which do I use? I mean, I know I want to use this on this list, but I don't want to lose that. There are 2 sheets each of the patterns, so I don't have to be sad because I will still have that one to work with on another piece. Oh, I know. So I was talking about crop and create events, and I think that's how I know some of you all over Canada. And I've taught it, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 of them in the past. Well, one year, a couple of years ago, the very first year, it was in Calgary. We did the event, and I taught at the event. That was a whole other story. That's another funny story about something that happened at the event, but I'll tell that another day maybe. Oh, I know, after the event, Catherine, who is the publisher of the magazine and that does the events, took us up to Banff. And Banff is amazingly gorgeous. And she took us to, any of you that know Banff, what is the beautiful hotel there that has the afternoon tea? Well, she took us there, the Fairmont, maybe? Fairmont, I'm thinking. But we had high tea at the Fairmont, at the hotel. Amazing. And then we drove up to Lake Louise, which is like, oh my gosh, amazing. Okay, hold on. I'm just reading. Trim to 5.5 or 5.75. So the width, Corey, the width of the inserts is 5. So here I trimmed this guy to about 4.5. That's about 4.5, just so I have a little bit of room all the way around. The Fairmont, yes, the Fairmont. Oh gosh, that's beautiful. All right, so this guy, I want to be, I think about right here. And where's my pencil? I keep stabbing myself with these. I need to move those off to the side a little bit. Yes, Banff is stunning. So I think this can go about right there. And this guy about right here. So let me measure those. Let's measure. Oh, I just had a fun idea. Okay, now. It's funny, when I sometimes look out of the bottom of my glasses, everything looks curved. Where did I make the marks, friends? Oh, here's a mark. There's a mark right here. Where's the other mark? Oh, Lael. Is that it right there? Okay, I think that's it right there. Oh, there it is. Okay. So let's see where that was. This is me having trouble with the glasses, friends. Okay, here we go. There. That is about 3.5. Ooh. I don't know. I'm going to make that 3 3/4. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm going to actually make it 4, and then we can trim it down from there. Okay, and here's the bottom, right there. Yes, it is so pretty. It's such a pretty collection. All right, so, yeah, that's all right. I was worried about it getting too narrow because I still need to do my list on there, right? And that would be a problem. All right, so now for my list will be white cardstock. Or, I don't think so. I'm not going to go with that. Do you know why I'm not going to go with that? As much as I love the white grid. The white grid is from this guy, the Woods paper pad. But the reason I'm not going to go with that white grid is because I already have this pattern going on in the background, and that's a little bit too much grid for me. So we'll use that another day. Now, where is my, that's extra. Oh, that'll work. So that was scrap. So let's put this here and this right there. A couple layers. That's going to be a pretty thin list, but that's okay because these are short, right? It's not like I have to describe freshly mown grass, right? It'll say Blockbuster, so it'll be okay if this is a short one. It will be okay. I'm just thinking something though. I'm gonna have to do a little repair here because I want this to be longer. Okay, I need to set that aside because I want this to be longer. So there we go. I'm going to put some washi in here and I want it to be on the blue. So it'll be fine because I'll just cover up that seam with washi. I cut a little bit too short and then I'm going to need to recut a white because it is too, my other one's too short now. Oh, Red Lobster. I think they still have Red Lobster here in Utah, I think. All right, there. Yes. So let's go ahead and put this guy down. I don't know, it probably needs to be taller now. Yep. Don't mind me, we're just moving things around. It's like if you ever decide to rearrange the furniture. That's crooked. I need to move this so I can see. If you ever decide to rearrange the furniture and you're just kind of moving a bunch of things around, that's what we're doing. We're rearranging the furniture right now. Rearranging the furniture. Jordan Marsh. I don't know that one. Olive Garden. Oh, interesting. Right. So Olive Garden still exists here in the U.S. And I know there are places that exist right in the U.S. then stop existing in Canada, right? Like I think Dunkin' Donuts. Wasn't that one? I think Target too. Did Target not, for some reason, Target didn't do too well in Canada? They shut a bunch of them down, I think. I think it's because you guys have Canadian Tire, right? Is Canadian Tire kind of like a Target? Which always just blew my mind because I'm like, Canadian Tire? That sounds like a tire store. Well, I think it's Tires and More, right? The Tires and More store. All right. I think that guy might be short like that. Okay. Steak and burger. Never heard of that one. Never heard of a steak and burger. Right. Different parts of the country. Even so, for sure, different countries, but even different parts of the country. So there are department stores, right, that exist in, like, back east that certainly don't exist out west. All right. There we go. Now we're getting there. So this would be fun. When you are using a 6x8 pad, right, and we just cut, however we cut that paper off, we just cut that part of the paper off. You don't have to throw that away. We did, where is that? Was it in this book? Maybe it's in this one. When we did the spring cleaning list, we used the, there we go. So that was the piece that we had cut off. So you could always do something like this and then put that right there and then have whatever, you know, over here on this side. So hold on to those extra pieces, especially if you are maybe in the future doing another list with the same collection. It doesn't have to be, like this could coordinate with, oh, I don't know, it could just coordinate with like that. So you could have that on one side and then that is the accent on the other page. Okay, so now, oh, we don't need that in there yet. Here is our list, and our list will go here. And I want to put, okay, you guys are gonna laugh. I'm still not long enough. Don't mind me, just don't mind me. I'm too wide and I'm not long enough. That sounds funny. I'm too wide. Yes, I would agree. I'm too wide. Friends. Lael, stop. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Clearly I'm having trouble making up my mind today. I don't normally waste a whole bunch of paper like this because that's just silly, right? It will go there and then it will come, I think it'll come maybe right about there. Golly. Golly jeepers. Okay, we'll just blame it on the glasses. Let's blame it on the glasses. Oh, I know, I don't need to be longer. I could be less wide though. I don't need to be longer, just less wide. Okay, okay. I mean in person, not this part. But those we can use for something else. They always, all those little things get saved because you never know. Okay, dokes. All right, let's try this again. Oh, that's my, how'd that fall out? That's my eraser. Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts, I think, well, you know what it is, because, right, with Tim Hortons, Dunkin' Donuts, how in the world could Tim Hortons ever, I mean, Dunkin' Donuts ever survive with Tim Hortons? But then I think Tim Hortons didn't necessarily do well in the US, right? Okay, there we go. There's the start of our list. Interestingly enough, that ends right, where my little guy ended there, when we had to repair it. Okay, so we know we liked that before. This might be kind of fun there too. Let's just see. Because we need a little washy here. Mellow cream. Okay, so that, as cute as it is, I'm not going to go with that on this page because that blue is a little bit different. I could for sure do that, like with something like that would be really cute, but the blue just wasn't quite right for me there. But I think, let's look at this blue, or even this blue. Sometimes they're hard to tell until you unravel them, right? Let's see. So that could be a nice contrast with this guy. Again, I love this one. This one's fun. Or, no, I'm not feeling that one. And I don't know that I'm feeling that one. I think we may just do the same thing again. But maybe we just have this. I can tell this is going to be it. You know how much I love the yellows. I think this is going to be a fun one. A yellow that I will always wish I had more of. Oopsie. Okay, we just have that one. All right. We need some outlining, don't we? For sure here. Oh gosh, it's looking like the earth is curved. You know how when you see like a weird overhead shot of the earth, like from a space shuttle or something, and it looks like it's curved, or a satellite, a space shuttle, like a satellite. That's what's happening with my glasses right now. When I get that angle on them, it looks like everything is. It's just taking a little bit of getting used to. Okay, this little bird is sure cute. Maybe the bird goes in there. Maybe. But then, oh, we've got the stickers too. I'm just looking. Oh, authentic. That could work because it's kind of like, these are kind of authentic stores, right? Lots of florals. I need some floral up here. But I'm thinking, let's see, that floral's too big. What about like one of these? One of those could go up there maybe. Or I've got too many things spread out. Too many things. I think we need a bird. Bird? Flower? Flower? So Sandy, I know, move my head, not just my eyes. I know. It's the getting used to, you guys. It really is. Okay, so maybe that. We'll see. What I thought I'd do for my title, these are from the sticker sheet, or the sticker book, which I've been flipping through. I think we'll do that for our title. So let's see. Where'd my ruler go? All right, I need to, I'm putting on different glasses for now. I need to set these aside for a bit. I'll end up with one heck of a migraine soon. All right, what do we do with the ruler? Ruler, anyone see the ruler? Oh, it's there. Okay. 16 inches away from the tip of your nose. Cheryl, did I have my glasses adjusted? Oh, so if you were here maybe earlier, brand new, progressives. And so I've had them less than a week, and I am trying to get used to them. And I can't wear them all the time. I can, because I do, well, if I wear them all the time, I'm walking around a lot. And they make me really dizzy when I do that. So if I'm staying in one spot, like today, I'm standing in one spot the entire time, it makes it a little bit easier for me to wear them, to try to get used to them. I can watch TV with them because then I can look up and be fine, and then look down if I need to, and it's okay. But this is the longest stretch of time that I've worn them so far, like 2.5 hours straight. And so, yeah, it's time for them to come off for a while. I love this. I think this alpha is so fun with that navy and then the white in the center. It's just different, right? It's different than a normal alpha sticker that we normally see with that line in the center. I think that's a lot of fun. Stores. That looks pretty even. These are also cardstock. So someone was asking earlier about the Doodlebug alphabet stickers that we were using, the My Type. Those were cardstock. These are also cardstock, so a heavier, they're a heavier weight. Okay, stores. That age me. Okay, so now we're gonna have a lot of writing on here. I will not be able to list as many stores, probably. Made of polycarbonate. You know what, Debbie? Maybe. I don't know. I do not know. Make sure they are sitting right on your nose. So here's another thing, yes, that I'm so used to with my readers. They actually sit down low on my nose. That could also be a problem, for sure. That could also be a problem. Okay, stores that age me. And then that's when we'll figure out what we were doing down here with the flower. And then the little bird is so cute, but now I may have the little bird may be weird because really the bird is kind of going the wrong direction, but I don't like him there. I need a bird going the other direction. Interesting. All the birds are going one direction. So look at that. One direction, they're all going in one direction. Darn you birds. Maybe it'll be okay. Maybe just get over it, Lil. If that went there, then I wouldn't put this there because then that's too weird. This would need to come over here, and then it might be weird with that right there. But maybe that's just the way it has to be. And then if we did it that way, then I think we'd probably bleed some of this. We'd cut off a part of it. So let's cut off part of this, so that it can go right here. Like that. Then it fits better. That'll work. Okay. I do want to come in though, right here on that edge, kind of around these edges to make sure that it's not going to lift. There we go. All right, so that'll be cute like that. And then this little guy will be cute right there. Yeah. All right, plans today? You guys, anyone have plans today? Something fun planned? Curious. I need to go over to my dad's, the place that we moved my dad out of, and someone is coming to pick up some furniture that we are giving away. So I need to go do that when I'm done. And then we have some neighbors that we're going to get together for drinks and dessert later today, later this evening. Yeah, drinks and dessert at 3 o'clock. No, later this evening. So that's what I have planned for today. I actually also need to prep for the Lunch and Learn that I am doing tomorrow for the Crop and Create event. But tell me, you guys, in the stuck upstairs making banana pudding. Wanda, I love banana pudding. Karen's going geocaching, solving some puzzles. Marilee's stuck upstairs for another week. Darn it. Marilee, COVID at your house? Carol, yeah. Recovering, from the vaccine, okay. Debbie, your spray print, I remember Longa Burger. I mean, I know they're still around. Pulling out stuff for a garage sale. Start making some Mother's Day cards. Wonderful. Applebee's, that'll be fun. For your birthday, Mindy, happy birthday. Happy early birthday, yeah? Or did it already happen? Okay, stores that age me. Maybe, let's take a look at the stamp again. The list at 3. And see here if, what did I do with those? I was going to see, here we are, if one of these little guys might work. No, I think I need a bigger list. I think they're just a little bit too big. If I had more space, those bullets would be fine. But what I will use is, let's grab scattered. We will use, sorry, just off to the side here, grabbing things. I think we'll use maybe the flower bullet from the Scattered Thoughts stamp set. I think that will be good. Angel time. Oh, I got it this time. I got it. Colleen, you always say it at 12:34 and I always miss it. I always see it at 12:35, but I saw it today at 12:34. Valerie's watching her husband cut down trees. Reggie, hi Reggie, gets her second shot on Tuesday. Good for you. I am going to use this little guy, that little flower kind of bullet, because the flower works with what we're doing. So here's the ink. Let me just get this out of the way for a sec. There we go. Yeah, we'll use the, I know, you guys, I'm such a, okay, hold on. Let's just try something because we're just playing, so let's try something. Let's grab these. I don't know, you know me and my, my black ink obsession that I can't use any other inks. Let's try these and see if either of those blues will work. So that one would work for sure. That one, ooh, that one is called Chipped Sapphire. So Chipped Sapphire would work. Now let's get that kind of clean. And then let's try Stormy Sky. Ooh, Stormy Sky is pretty light, I think, compared to Sapphire. Oh yeah, it is. I think I'm going to go with, I think that one's, no, you know what? Let's go with Chipped Sapphire. Let's try that. Lael's gonna live on the edge today. I'm going to use a colored ink. Oh, it's cute. It's cute. Okay, that works. Nursing your dog after dental surgery. Oh, no, they don't quite understand what happens to them, huh? All right, stores that age me. The first one, oh, Blockbuster. And maybe I'll call it Blockbuster Video. Blockbuster Video. The next one, the Radio Shack, right? The Radio Shack. My dad, so cute. A couple months ago, he's like, can we go to a Radio Shack? Because I need some. And I'm like, Radio Shack? Dad, Radio Shack's aren't around anymore. I'm like, but I'm sure we can find what we need on Amazon. Radio Shack. He needed some special kind of speaker wire or something that he wanted. All right, so there we go. Blockbuster, Radio Shack. Oh, Contempo Casuals. That one was it's probably like high school, like, you know, clothing store in high school. I loved Contempo Casuals. Contempo, did anybody have that? I don't know if that was just a Utah thing or a regional thing. Oh yes, Mervyn's, right? We've talked about Mervyn's before. Open, 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 from one of our ad slogans. Mervyn's, which isn't around anymore, at least here. So there was a grocery chain. I grew up in a town called Park City, and that is here in Utah. It's a ski town, and it was called Alpha Beta. And Alpha Beta was a grocery store. ZCMI, as I mentioned, that was definitely a Utah thing. ZCMI, it was like Zion's something, Mercantile something or other. Department store. Archivers. Ooh, yes, Archivers. Oh my gosh. Tam Can Create, Tam Designs, managed to Contempo Casuals. I love that. That is so fun. Boy, what would be so, I mean, when I think back, what I remember about Contempo Casuals was like pastels and like the jewelry, like big plastic beads and things like that. Cheryl, yes. Park City is beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful area. Suzanne Summers' husband was the spokesperson for Alpha Beta. I had no idea. Okay. Oh, Toys R Us, right? Toys R Us. That was around when my kids were little. I mean, it hasn't been that long that Toys R Us has been out of business, but Archivers, of course, we love Archivers. Archivers was a kind of a regional-ish, a little bit bigger than regional. Maybe they had 45 to 50 stores, maybe. Scrapbook store that did really well for a long time, and then 2008 hit. And then, oh, Winchell's. Is that Winchell's Donuts? Winchell's? Oh my gosh, yeah, Winchell's. Melissa, you still have Toys R Us in Canada. So interesting, right? Okay, here's another one. I don't know if these exist anymore. Shakey's Pizza. Does anyone know Shakey's Pizza? Shakey's Pizza. I just remember that one because I remember I had my birthday there when I was a little kid. Let's see what else. Oh, 579 was on my list. Wait, okay, so I missed that part somehow, that it's Tam, we'll just call you Tam. Your birthday, happy birthday, I think, right? Your birthday? It must have been, when Mindy said it was her birthday, you must have said, me too. Oh yes, Val, Robert's Craft. Yep, Robert's Crafts, that was a local chain. That was owned by Provocraft. All right, let's see. What else are we going to do here? This is probably the last one. Casual Corner. I'll say Casual Corner. I know I had 579, but that's okay. 579 will not be on the list. That was a quick one, right? That was a quick one. Isn't it funny how... Yes, Jackie. Shakey's had a player piano, which was so cool. I remember that. Funny, though, some of the lists go pretty quickly, and other lists... take forever, right? Like the last list, our smells list took a long time, but that's okay. All right, let's get that off of there. Oh, the cleanup. I'm gonna have to clean the cleanup song when we're done, guys. Always a giant mess of things in here, right? Always a giant mess. Okay, so then this guy is going to go right here. So they don't really clash, but they can coexist on the same page, right? They don't really match, but they're okay together. At least in my book, they're okay together. I think I would have had a hard time, though, doing color study next to that. And sometimes if you want to make all of your lists two-page lists because you want the left side and the right side to coordinate, then you can do that too, right? Make a longer list or... tell a story. In this case, maybe you could tell a story. If you wanted this to be a two-page list, you could have all your stores here. And then on the other side, you could have maybe a photo of one of the stores that you Googled on the internet. And then you told a little story about, like if you're Tam, how you managed, I'm sorry, Tam, I don't know if that's your name, but I just made your name. If you managed contemporary casuals when you were in high school or college or whatever, adult, whatever it was. So you can always turn your list from a one page into a two. And then in that case, then you're turning your list a little bit more into memory keeping. So you have a list on one side, but then you're memory keeping because you're telling a story about that list or one of the things on your list, and maybe you're adding a photo to it too. All right, so date. And this is kind of one that's important, right? To date because... it does date me, right? We're talking about things that age me, so I probably should have a date on there. So let's see. What if I did this? What if I took, I don't know, maybe this guy. This is a really teeny date stamp. If I don't know, I'm really loving this chipped sapphire. It works so well with this collection. Let's see if... I don't know. Again, it's colored ink, and that's like way outside of the box for me. You know what's interesting? I don't believe it's really weird. Don't mind me. I'm just looking at something. I don't, maybe I'm confused in my head. Don't, don't mind me. I was just noticing a detail that I thought was kind of weird. I think we'll go with that colored ink for our date too, because I like it. I like it. Now, I could, hold on. Hold on, let's put the lid on that for a second, because I know I had some of these guys out that I thought, okay, so normally I could probably do that, but I won't do that because I have that already going on over here. So I won't, I know there's another little one like this that said date, but I won't do that because it's too similar to what I have on the other side, but this is kind of fun. I think this could be a fun accent right here. And this is not washi, right? It's just a die cut, but it will kind of be like a second layer of washi since I couldn't find a washi that I liked that matched, coordinated. Lift that up. Oh, we need a little bit of something back here. See, the one of the quirks, the talking out loud. That's me talking out loud. I mean, of course, talking out loud, talking to myself. We're going to rip that so it kind of looks a little bit like washi. And have that go. Hold on. It's going to tuck way under. Right there. Oh, I like that little accent there. That works. A and W. Karen's thoughts spell out of her brain into her. Yes, right. Sometimes I have, oh, I can't remember. Some kind of, yeah, I don't remember what it's called, so I won't even go there. All right, here we go. April 24th. It's going to go right here. There we go. A little bit crooked, but sometimes that's what you get. All right, friends. So here's the deal. 1 list, 2 list, 3 list. So I think what I'm going to do, you guys, hi, Linda, joining from Oakland. Welcome. I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play a little bit more, you guys. So I'm going to keep working on this one. So if you want to hang out and just continue to hang out, that is what I am going to work on. Actually, what I should do though, hang on. Let me just do this. Let me flip the camera really quick and talk about next week. And then I'm going to put the other glasses back on because those one glasses are, I think they're Nick's. I think I grabbed Nick's readers. Okay, so let's do this. Unplug. We're going to shake for a minute and we're going to turn. So 1, 2, 3. Arms and legs inside the right at all times. Here we go. Spin. All right, so what I'm going to do, oh goodness, golly, that's a, sorry. This is going to bug me. There's a lot of really bright light coming in. Okay, there we go. All right, friends, so what I'm going to do is get us straight. Golly, I looked like I was rolling around. I am going to, we'll talk about details for next week, and then I'm going to, if you want, I'm still going to hang out and work. I'm going to flip the camera and I will continue working on that list because if I work on that list, then I'll get it done. So next week, next Saturday is National Scrapbook Day. We will do a 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. here. I will break it up into 2 different sessions, just like I did on our 52-week celebration. So stay tuned for that. But we'll be doing all kinds of fun things. There will be some new listing topics, but then I'm going to spend a lot of time just catching up. I have lists that are partially done. I have quite a few lists that are partially done from our 52-week celebration. Also a bunch of memory keeping in my Traveler's Notebook that is partially done. So I'm going to use it as a catch-up. I think I might swatch some of my new ink. So we'll talk about ink swatching and how you do that. Well, different ways you can do that, but I think I will use some of that time to swatch my inks because I need to do that. I will also take maybe 1 or 2. I have for sure 1, but maybe 2. When my Traveler's Notebooks get to this, this is when I'm pretty much done with it. I need to recover it, and then we'll talk about recovering and why I recover. And then we'll do that too. So it will be just a fun Saturday. There will be lots and lots and lots of good prizes. Prizes for this week. One of Andy's prize pack. So Andy is the wonderfully talented designer that does the listed stamps. Prize pack is one of her new listed 3 stamps, and a one of her little scatter pins. The mailman probably delivered that today while we were listing. So for that one, leave a comment, not in the chat, leave a comment after the fact on the video. One of your quirks. I think that's what we did, right? One of your quirks. Yep. Wait, did we do quirks, you guys? I can't remember. Well, whatever. Anything today. One of your quirks, one of your favorite smells, or how about a store that ages you? Doesn't matter. Leave a comment and I will draw random next week. I think that's it, guys. I think those are all the details that we need to talk about. So I'm going to flip the camera again and I'm going to keep working. And if anybody wants to hang out, then you can hang out. There is a lot going on in the scrapbooking crafting world next Saturday. So even if you're in and out, want to pop in and say hi, I will be here. And if you miss any of it, you can always catch the replay too. It makes my hair look super shiny. It does. It's like I've got this big shine right here. There's lots of light coming in the windows from outside. Okay, guys, I'm going to flip and then keep working. So if you want to hang out, hang out. Otherwise, I'll see you hopefully next Saturday. And I'll say goodbye again, but I'm twisting, okay? 1, 2, 3, twist. So we're back to this. Since no one else is here. I mean, no one else is here in my house. Nick's golfing, and I'm just gonna play a little bit. We'll play some more. Lights are back on, too. All right, let's put this away. Well, I won't make you clean up with me. All right, back to this and this list. Okay, switching those out again. Okay, so other things that were on my favorite smells list. Okay, so this will get interesting in here because this is really tiny on that side, so it may just have to be blank. Oh, we did bacon. Let's cross bacon off the list. Oh, yes, please. Oh, thank you, Colleen. Plugging that back in. Yes, love it. Oopsie, sorry, we got a little shaky there. Yes, thumbs up if you're still here too. And if you didn't give the video a thumbs up, if you would, I would sure appreciate that. All right, so we got bacon. So we have coffee, clean clothes, leather. Do we get rain? We got rain, Play-Doh, crayons, cilantro. So what I may end up doing is I may over here, maybe I'll just write some, but we'll kind of leave that for later. We'll do some more down here. And maybe we could fit something in there like, no, coffee won't fit in there. Pipe would fit in there. Pipe smoke, what do you call it? Pipe what? What colors too? Let's see. It's like we need a yellow here, but there's too much, there's already yellow here. I should have added yellow up here somewhere. What haven't I used? Oh, I know, I haven't used this one, right? I haven't used that one. So maybe I need to be building this way now. Let's do that. I'll build this way. So the next one is coffee. So what if we do coffee over here? But it's like freshly brewed coffee. That's what I need to call it, freshly brewed coffee. Pipe tobacco. Thank you, Marilee. Pipe tobacco. Oh, don't do that. Where's my pipe tobacco? Pipe? Yeah, pipe didn't sound right. Pipe tobacco. Okay. C. All right, friends. So tell me, if you're in the chat, now who's hanging out? So I know who's here. Well, I know I won't know who's here, but if you're in the chat and want to tell me who's here, who else is hanging out? Vertical, Jane. Oh, you're right. Yes, vertical. Okay, that could be interesting. That would be like way outside of my comfort zone. It would be like way, way, way outside of my comfort zone. So I don't know if that will happen. Debbie's still here. And I know Sarah and Jane, because you guys are commenting about something that we're currently talking about. Oh, actually, this needs to pop down because I need to have room to write freshly brewed. even ground coffee beans. But I like coffee too, so it would be interesting. If you're not a coffee drinker, do you like the smell of coffee? I think we can write freshly brewed right there. C-O-F-F-E. Karen, still here as long as I am. Awesome. Carla. Bacon, oh yes. And Tam, what's your name? So I quit calling you Tam. You're catching up on another list. Our Contempo Casuals former manager. 1141 High, Reggie, Jody from Virginia. I know, Romper Room. We're Romper Room again, aren't we? In my magic mirror, romper, stomper do. Tell me who. Yep, not a coffee small fan. Still here, but changed to cross stitch. Good, right? And that's what's so fun, because I know a lot of times, some of you are listening with me, but some of you are just doing other things, which I think is really cool. Last night when I was hanging out with Vickie on her live, I was not doing what she was doing. I was actually getting ready for today. I was trying to get the email ready and all of those things. But it's just fun, right? Because you feel like you're hanging out with people. Freshly. Oh, I almost did Breshly. Freshly brewed coffee. Okay, freshly brewed coffee. I have really put myself in a predicament with doing yellow down here because I can't really do yellow anywhere else around here. And yellow is only going to get used once, even though I love yellow, but oh well. Oh well. Let's see. The orange, but I won't do orange again because there's orange and orange. The orange would maybe have to go over here. So I could do orange over here. Oh yeah, pipe tobacco. So I would probably say pipe. Tobacco? I'll say pipe, or maybe tobacco. Tobacco. T-O, tobacco, T-A-B. Okay, I need to spell tobacco. Tobacco. There we go. No. Somebody spell tobacco for me. T-O-B-A-C-C-O. 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 There we go. Yes. Okay. T-O-B-A-C-C-O. Yes. Okay, here we go. Tobacco. And then I'll call it pipe tobacco. Certainly not cigarette smoke. I hate the smell of cigarette smoke. Although, what's interesting, both my parents smoked when I was growing up. My grandparents did. It was just kind of that thing. Kind of back when, in the movies, that's just everyone smoked. It was kind of this glamorous thing. So I guess when I hate the smell of cigarette smoke is if I have to walk through it. Then I really don't like it. But it also kind of reminds me of growing up. I'm spelling backwards. Spelling backwards is always tough. Jennifer, what do you work? What do you do for work? Jennifer's at work. Manage the Contempo Casuals. T-O-B. Oh, did I miss Tam answering me back? Hold on. Where? Hang on. I'm just still scrolling. Oh, gosh. I missed lots of things. Hang on. Oh, Kelly's working on December Daily. Look I missed all these things. It's funny, you guys. Okay. No, I don't think I missed. Okay. December Daily. That's so fun. Cross stitch. Not a coffee smell fan. Trying again to convince me to go vertical. Color study layout. Jane is listing along, maybe. Love it. Only took you a year to, that's cute. All right. Debbie's here. All right, here we go. Mia's here. Huge ashtrays, yes. Okay, so where was I? Oh, I know. So last weekend, when we were with our friends at their cabin in northern Idaho, there was this other, long story short, we were in this other little cabin that had all of these vintage things in it. Do you remember the ashtrays that you would actually push down on a metal thing and the thing would spin and then all the ashes and the cigarette butts would like drop down? That, oh, Tam, she said Tam. Okay, thank you, Jane. Totally missed that. Oh, good. Tam, I was calling her the right thing. But yeah, there's some really weird throwback things. Or you think back to, remember like the vending machines for cigarettes? Isn't that weird to think of, the vending machines? Sorry, I had to fix that. Where you could just go to a vending machine and, I don't even know, like $1.25 or something. Not that I frequented them. I just remember vending machines when I was a little kid for cigarettes. Live storage. Oh, like a storage place, yeah? Is that what that is? And you can just do your thing. That's awesome. You just wait for somebody to come in, right? Okay, so here, have you ever watched Storage Wars? Do you ever have those things if you work at a storage place, like Storage Works? So this is pipe tobacco, right? Pipe tobacco. Okay. Oh, what kind of color is missing? I don't know. It looks like there's a color missing. All right. So here, maybe, no, I can't do a red right here. What could we do right here? We could do another pink right there, right? We could do pink right there. Maybe we'll do pink. Rosemary. I love the smell of rosemary. Rosemary. Ooh, that'll be really long though. Maybe rosemary. Well, maybe it's okay because then it'll fill that in. Decisions. Rosemary. So red. Tam, yes, I thought red true. The only thing is there's already a red there. So then I think it'd be weird to have a red there and a red there. So, but I was right there with you on the red for sure. So I think we'll go pink because that's kind of a red. Rosemary, fresh rosemary. Oh my gosh, so good. Fresh mint, fresh basil, pretty much any of those fresh herbs like that. But fresh rosemary, if you pick it, or even if you just get it from the store and then you break it. Oh, it's so good. M-A, rosemary. Yep, Jackie, right there with me with the basil, with the basil, lavender. I love lavender too. Yes, I really like lavender. So when Nick and I were talking about this list, he's like, "Oh, lavender! Like when you drive by the, I think it's Fresh Living? No, Young Living essential oils. So the both Young Living and DoTerra. If you are into oils, I'm not, but I just know the names. They are both headquartered in Utah, which is not uncommon. There are lots of MLMs or multi-level marketing businesses that are headquartered in Utah. But the Young Living essential oil one, Rose, R-O-S-E, is, well, like central Utah-ish. But they have this basically right off the side of the freeway, huge lavender fields, like right off the side of the freeway. So when you drive through there, not the fields, when you drive on the freeway, yes, you get the really nice lavender smell when it is, I don't know, when it's growing, when it's, I don't know, whatever it is, germinating. I don't know. Debbie sells Young Living to herself. Yes, I think a lot of do that. A lot of do that. Wow, Lael, use your words. A lot of people do things like that. Well, they will sign up for selling a product like that, and then they just sell it to themselves because I guess you can do that. Storage auctions. So Jennifer, you have storage auctions, and are they like the Storage Wars ones? Or is that all just, TV? Hefty Plant, and they sent the bags. They sent the bags on Wednesdays. Huh? How do you know they sent the bags on Wednesdays? I must have missed something there. Yes, fresh rosemary. Okay. So what else do we have over here now? I think maybe, oh, see, a green would be nice, but it's not going to happen. Maybe it will. I got to get over things. Oh, leather. I love the smell of leather. So, what haven't I used? The red could go here. Let's do red there. Oh, and the scent. And they sent the bags on Wednesdays. I understand now. I'm like, they sent them. Where did they send them? Did you mean to say send? Now I get it. They sent them. They add the cents to them on Wednesdays. Yes, now I understand. Now I understand. Leather, leather, leather. Yes, love the smell of leather, which is that kind of weird. I mean, I don't think it's weird, but when you think about it, it's kind of weird, right? Because it's basically animal. Well, I guess bacon's animal too, right? Leather. Ooh, it'll be fine. Leath, leather. No, er, er, leather. They're just boring. Yeah, right? Just boring. They're not all, the guy who's like, no, what does he say? Yep. No. Yep. Is that what he says? Yep. And then he has the hat that says, yep. Leather. Leath. Storage Wars, whatever his name is. There's some interesting characters on the Storage Wars. Oops. All right, so we need to adjust the placing of that because of the big H. The ascender, that's what that little guy is called. The top is called the ascender. The bottom is called the descender of a letter. Anatomy of a letter. Leat. Because I am spelling backwards, I have to keep repeating that. Leat. But spelling backwards is lea. That's the best way. When you know that you need to end somewhere, that's when I don't bother using the ruler, especially since I also have the lines that I can kind of play with. But I'm not trying to make anything centered. I wanted that centered, so I used the ruler. But otherwise, I'm not really worrying about it. But spelling backwards is the way to make sure that you don't have to worry about starting in the right place and running out of the room. Well, running out of room. Okay. Fresh baked bread, yes. If it's weird, we both are. There we go, Jane. We'll be weird together. We will be weird together. Leather. So lots of, on all of these words, I'm using no uppercase. So that could mean I will end up with a lot of lowercase letters, or excuse me, a lot of uppercase letters left on my sheets. And that's okay, because you could obviously then capitalize certain words, but a lot of times I will throw a random capital in the middle of one of my words. And I won't do that here because I haven't done any of that yet, but that's something that you can also do. We have the red, we have the orange, we have the yellow, but only once yellow. I think that's what we're missing is a green, but there really is only this limeade green that go with these. And then there's the blue, and then there's the violet. So yeah, it's kind of that green that is missing. We'll do another green over here. Golly, I have lots. Crayons, rosemary. We did baby, right? We did baby. We did rosemary. I'm over here on my list. We did coffee. We did leather. Tobacco. We had clean clothes. Clean clothes. I won't do clean clothes. That sounds kind of weird. We did pipe. I think I'll do cilantro. We'll do cilantro in the green. Yes, fresh bread baking is so good too, right? So good. Though rosemary, it doesn't matter. There's 2 herbs there. It doesn't matter. Rosemary and to wrap it up, cilantro. This actually did not take as long. So instead of spelling backwards on this one, I am going to go forwards because I know. Hold on. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it'll fit if I maybe go. This is danger. This is danger. Well, Lael, get over it. I'm going to start backwards. Again. See if that'll work. Cilantro. TR. TRO. Clean laundry. Yes. Clean laundry smells so nice. What's interesting though, I'm out of focus. Am I out of focus for everyone? So Pamela Sue, somebody else pipe in and let me know if I'm out of focus. Sometimes what happens, and it may have been, okay, what may have happened when there's a lot of white, sometimes the camera has a hard time focusing, and even when I brought my arm in, that may have caused a problem. So Pamela, hopefully I'm in focus again for you. Cilantro. It's like salon pass. I don't even know what salon pass is. I think that's some kind of, I don't know, what is that? It's something I know a commercial for, right? Cilantro. It just reminded me of Salon Pass. Not out of focus. Okay, hopefully, Pam, you're okay. Pamela, I don't mean to call you Pam. That's a bad habit I have. I shorten people's names. A pain patch. There we go. Thank you, Jane. Salon Pass. It's a pain patch. It's like cilantro, but Salon Pass. Salon A. All the things that we talk about here. What did you talk about today? Salon Pass and bacon. What? Oh yeah, it was a crafty thing. What? C-I-L. Okay. Cilantro. Oh, we're a little tall there. That's okay. That's all right. C-I. Usually what I do, and I've done it, but it's off to the side, when I'm spelling backwards, I'll write the name down, and then I'll have it right in front of me so that I am just going this way, but looking at the spelling. Cilantro, which is also, gosh, what else is that? What is cilantro? Oh gosh, what is cilantro? Darn it. Okay, friends, the people that know cilantro, it is, it starts with a, does it start with a C? Cardamom? No, not cardamom. What is it? It's something, but it also has a different name. Cilantro also has a different name. Oh my gosh. Oh, I got new car. Right. Okay. Coriander. Thank you, Kathy. Yes, and Celia. I know I'm like C. It starts with a C. I think it's coriander, isn't it? Yes, cilantro's an herb, but I think it's all coriander. Yes. Okay, good. All right. So there we go. So let's try. I know you guys want me to do a vertical. It is the leaf. Coriander's the seed. There we go. Thank you, Stardust Love. I know you guys really want me to do this, but we'll try. Okay, I'm going to try to go this way. Let's see what happens. Crayons. That's where I could do my yellow. Crayons. Oh, mailman's here. Oh, okay, guess what? Since we're playing, you know what I might do? Mailman's here. I know what he has. I'm going to grab it. He's picking up a bunch of orders too that we got ready this morning. So I'm going to spell crayons, and I am going to, all the colors, yes, I know. So guess what? I don't think there's any way I can do that. I think that is just, that's so far out of my box. Let's see. I don't know, you guys. Well, let's start it this way because I know we will need it to be, if we're going to do it, if we're going to do it, it'll have to kind of be centered. I know you guys want the multicolored. I can't do it. Crayon. And yes, I just know myself. I can't. Do it. I can't do it. I can't. I know. I'd go back and change it later or I would hate it. I just don't think I can do it. All right. I am going to step out onto the front porch and grab a box that just arrived. Okay, it's what I thought it was. Ready? Who wants to see? Who wants to see? We're going to move this though, because sometimes the bottoms of boxes are dirty. I'll just cover that up because it's my address and Andy's address. So here we go. Yeah, I had to make sure that's what that was. Jennifer's comments. Okay, hold on. Where are Jennifer's comments? Thank you, Sarah, for putting that in uppercase. I missed Jennifer's comments. Oh, keep the letters facing up and down, but still go vertical. Oh, I understand. Okay, yeah, I don't know if I can do that. That's kind of a scary thing. Okay, here we go. Can you guys see? Let's see. Well, it's from Andy. It's from Andy. So look at There we go. Those are the new, nice and a pretty package. Those are the new listed 3 stamps. Okay, in the house. Now, then these are prizes. So this is one of the prizes for this week. Things are upside down, but don't mind that. So let's see. This is a prize she sent. This will be one for next week. This week, we'll do one for next week too. All right, here we go. Oh, okay, look at prize pack, listed 3 and the mini clips in the prize. So this is a prize for this week, you guys. But then look at, oh, yep, she did, look. Her cute little guy. I can't remember what his name is. I don't remember what his name is, but she's so awesome. Anyhow, she sent these for prizes. So this is the prize for this week. And if you missed it, you're just basically leaving a comment, one of the list things that we talked about. So whether it is, hold on. Okay, sorry. That's a little bit heavy to just, hold with my little hands. Yes, just leave a comment, whether it is favorite smell, quirk, or store that ages you. Okay, crayons. Let's go back to this because I think, see, I know I can't do it vertically the other way. I just know I can't, guys. Sorry. C-R-A-Y. O-N-S. Just like I know I can't mix the colors. You know when you know yourself? Yeah, I know myself. I would hope at 50 plus, 50 something, that I know myself. I would hope. Although sometimes we surprise ourselves, right? Like I thought I knew myself, but maybe I didn't. I know there's sometimes you guys tell me, you're like, do this, do this. I'm like, nah. And then I try it and I'm like, oh, you guys knew me better than I knew me. Sometimes we have to get outside of our box, right? Melissa, I love that. Your little dabbing guy. Can we buy the pretty pen? So here's the thing. I believe, we'll have to see. Andy has an Etsy store, Andy K Arts, ANDYKAYARTS, Andy K Arts. I know she sells some of her things, like her pins and the bags and the stickers. I don't know if she has the new pin on there. So check her Etsy store. I'll ask her too, though. I know those are brand new pins, so I don't know if she has them up yet, but I will find out. I know the banner's fun, isn't that? The banner's a good one for titles. The banner is a really good one for titles. All right, crayons. Here we go. So it would be centered. You guys are scaring me. But if we did crayons, okay, I have an idea. Let's do this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Committing. Well, not really committing because if I wanted to, I could pull them off, but crayons. So that works. Crayons, a fresh box. It has to be a fresh box, right? So you know what? I don't know if it's one word or separate. I do not know. But I think it's A-N-D-Y. It is, yeah. It's A-N-D-Y, and it's K-A-Y. I think A-N-D-Y, K-A-Y, Arts. Okay. Fresh. A fresh box of crayons. So see where I've got that little hole right there? That is where I will fill in with one of those little stickers in a minute. So guess what? Now that I did that over here, then I need to do over here. Okay, we did cilantro. We did crayons. I have Play-Doh and certs. Do you guys remember certs? Certs, my grandpa. But now, okay, Play-Doh. P-L-A-Y-D-O-H. I have an idea that we could make work for Play-Doh. All right, I think for Play-Doh, I'll push it into 2 words, play and then D-O-H, right? P-L-A-Y-D-O-H. I think that's Play-Doh, right? I know it's not dough. Okay, Sarah, Andy K Art Shop. All right, that is, I think, Andy on Etsy. Andy K Art Shop, all one word, it looks like. Play-Doh. I had to type it as you say it so I don't forget it. Oh, yeah, okay, right? Okay, Play-Doh. So friends, tell me if someone will double check for me, isn't it Play-Doh? Play-Doh. I know, which is interesting. Play-Doh. Dough. I think when they invented Play-Doh, the Homer Simpson dope wasn't kind of a thing. Because Play-Doh's been around for a long time. Although the Simpsons have been too, right? Play-Doh. So maybe what I need to do, I probably need to, yep, I need to scoot this over a little bit because I need the little side dash. These little centers of my, I swear I end up wearing centers of my, I look like I have beauty marks with like the little centers of the stickers. They end up on me everywhere. Okay, Play-Doh. Oh, I'll just show you really quick. This is what I meant when you could do something like this with the hyphen. Yes, a dash. So this is when you could, and maybe I'll do that there because it'd be kind of fun, when you can throw in an uppercase, right? So we just kind of throw in an uppercase there. This is actually very whimsical now compared to what we've been doing so far. Play-Doh. But I think it's kind of fun sometimes to put in a little uppercase like that. But also a good way to use your extra stickers. Not extra, but okay, that's too long. So it's a half a hyphen. A list of favorite shops and YouTubers. That's fun too, right? So many things that we could make lists on, right? You could have a list of your favorite HGTV shows or movies that you want to watch, or I mean, so many things. Really, there's no end. And really, it's just fun. It's just fun to list. I think so you don't have to think a lot sometimes when you're doing a creative project like this, which is, I think, sometimes very nice when you don't really have to think about it. I don't have to find a photo. I don't have to, pay attention to a story I'm telling, or I mean, there's definitely room for that in all the crafting, but I certainly do a lot of that, but this is just a whole other type of creative. Play-Doh. The Play-Doh, like the barbershop one, when you'd squish their hair out. I loved that. Play-Doh. And then the kids would like jam up all the colors and then it was just all brown. You're like, don't mix the colors, because then they all turn brown. All right, Play-Doh, and I have room for one more right here. So I think the last one I'll put here needs to be really short. So what could fit would be certs. If you guys remember certs. I think they were peppermint. They probably were all different kinds of colors, but I actually made a reference to that on social media yesterday when I was showing, or yesterday, a couple days ago, I think, when I was showing this list, and I called it two lists in one. And certs, that was the certs ad campaign, two mints in one. Anyhow, so certs, let's see if I could fit certs there. And if I did that, I would, if I was a color, what color would I be? I feel like I missed something. Did I miss any of these colors? I don't think I did. Okay, maybe I'll go with this one. Maybe this one. Ah, Nancy, that's where I was headed, blue. I think, or, you know what? I think this is what you meant. You meant this blue, huh? Right, because that'll be nice. Okay, so this could be really squished because I don't have a ton. The blue certs, the blue right there on top would be the certs. Is that what we meant? Okay, let's see. It'll be squished. And then I'll call it certs mints. I'll put mints below it, and I'll write mints in black so it'll fill up. Certs. I don't know if they had the blue center. I just always remember certs because my grandpa always had certs, the spearmint ones, the green ones. I always loved the smell of certs, but again, that's kind of, they were white with a little blue speck, I think so, or green speck or whatever the flavor it was. They might have even had cinnamon ones with a red speck. But I think a lot of these smells, right? In some cases, it smells, it's like an association with a favorite memory or a favorite person. And that's why they are our favorites, right? Oh, certs with the red flecks were cherry. I just like the plain old spearmint ones, certs. And then I will do this. They're not only certs mints, we'll call them certs breath mints. Just to, we know that they're breath mints, but just to fill up that space a little bit more. Okay. All right. And I don't, Play-Doh doesn't really need a descriptor, and neither did rain or bacon. Although that would be cooked bacon, not raw. All right, so I think we're good. Now, the last thing I'm going to do to finish this up, and this is what I was talking about earlier when I forgot and then remembered. Sheila, I love that. I love that. So I have to read this. Sheila said, I bought a large set of Play-Doh for my grandson, and I decided it didn't matter if he mixed the colors. It was very freeing. And you're totally right, Sheila. And here's the thing. Like, if my kids are playing with Play-Doh, they're playing, right? I shouldn't care what they do. I shouldn't care if they mix the colors. That's me. That is my brain saying, no, keep all the colors together. That doesn't have to be them. If they want to mix the colors, they can mix the colors. Until the next day, then they want some more yellow, and you're like, I'm sorry, you used all the yellow, and that's in your brown pile there. So if you figure out how to get the yellow out of the brown, extract the yellow out of the brown, then maybe you can make it work. But right, I shouldn't, if that's what kids want to do when they play, that's what they should do. Should let them mix the Play-Doh, right? Oh, okay, leather. So that's a good spot for one of my, these are the puffy stickers from Color Study. I think they are actually, I think they're going to be a really nice addition because they're all outlined in black. I think it's just going to kind of help pull everything together. Did you see how that one did that? How that red, that heart just kind of helped to pull everything together. These I used, okay, where did I use these? I used these maybe here in our 52 week. Was it in this one? Oh, yes, this one. Most used phone apps, but then I used the hearts here as little bullets. So those are fun stickers just because you can use them as bullets, or you can use them just as, sometimes you just need a little something to fill up a little space, and that's what we're doing here. All right, so campfire. So maybe, let's see, if campfire maybe goes right here, or right here. It probably needs to go right there. Okay, everything's on this side. We could do a certs right here, maybe. We need a yellow. And okay, yellow maybe can go right here. Let's see. For yellow works right here. They're in there on the side. Alrighty, what else do we need? Maybe I need, okay, well, let's see. This is kind of the wrong color. Certs or breast savers. So kind of, but they're different. They're different because certs were more flat, and they were not completely fat like an Altoid, but they were just different. But they could have they could have named them. All right, so I wanted this to go there, but it doesn't really fit there. I guess it could. Play-Doh, I agree. Play-Doh needs one, but it needs, oh, here we go. It needs, well, that's a bummer because the only color, all right, I'm going to come right back, you guys. Okay, hang on. I need to come right back. I need to get another package of those. So just to wrap it up, I mean, we're just playing, so might as well get this one wrapped up. I'll be right back. I'm coming. Okay, I'm back. This is why I needed to get another package, because I had a feeling that there was going to be a blue heart. Now, everyone needs to remind Lael to take this out of inventory, because if I don't, it will be trouble, right? It will be trouble. Play-Doh there? No, we don't want that there. Maybe it just is gonna go right there. And then this little certs guy will move. Emergency delivery of puffy heart stickers. I know, right? That guy can go right there. Okay, so we need over here with the rosemary. And I think with the rosemary, we can do a heart. We'll do this heart. There we go. And purple. Let's do a purple one of these right here next to the baby. Next to the baby. All right, what do you guys think? Do we need any more? Do we need any more? Let's see. Maybe in there? We could do this right here, maybe next to coffee. Kind of fill that spot. Oh, but it's too high. We don't want that on smells. Okay, what do we think? Are we good? Wintergreen tastes like Pepto-Bismol. I love wintergreen. Need a raindrop next to rain. I know, and I don't have a raindrop. I could do it. I agree. Rain has a big space next to it. So what if this goes right here? The rain? Yep, rain right there. Is that good? Maybe we need another heart right there. Let's see. The heart may be a little bit too big. I agree, Celia. That's a, you know what's interesting? This is a case when if I look straight ahead right here, then I'm looking at the view from my iPad, and then I can see that there's a big space right there. But when I'm looking down on it like this, you don't see it as much. I don't see that space as much. Okay, there we go. Now I didn't date it. I know what I will do. Very small. This would be April. April 2021, just right there inside of the little rainbow. Because my favorite smells could change. Cut a heart in half and put it upside down. That would kind of be, right? That would work. Then the only thing is that it wouldn't be black on the other part of it. And I don't know. Well, here, I'll just do this. We'll just see. We might as well just test this. I don't know what happens if you cut these in half. Sometimes they have like a, hold on, let me grab something. Sometimes they have like a little filler piece in it. I mean, not necessarily these, but other puppies that I've cut before. So let's see. I'm just grabbing my little titanium scissors so they don't stick. Oh. Right, so that would kind of be like, that's what Karen is saying. There's my little drop. So it is solid. There's no air or anything in the center. So let's just try something, because this could, hold on, I need just a little piece of white. So let's try this. So when Karen was saying, just cut it in half. See what I'm doing with the Sharpie? See how I made the black part of it now? So it now looks more like a raindrop. Yes. So here's the thing. What I need to do is I probably need to let this sit for a little bit because it's on plastic, right? That's basically a plastic sticker. And so, yeah. I did that on purpose to see what would happen. If I let that sit though for a while, it should dry, but it may not, right? It may not dry. So what I don't want to do is put that on there and then close and then come back. And later I'm like, what in the world happened to my fish tacos? Well, it'd be more like up here. What in the world happened? So let's let that guy sit and we'll see what happens with it. All right, friends. So that was fun. I'm glad we finished that. That turned out to be a fun one. And this worked out okay. The crayons vertically worked out okay. And then, even though I did the sideways there, or the regular way, not the sideways. All right, friends. So now I'm going to flip the camera again and we'll say our second goodbye. Lights out. And it's going to be lunchtime. I need to go figure out something to eat. Unplug the phone. Okay, we're turning. So ready? 1, 2, 3. I don't know what happens to my hair. I know one of my weird quirks, guys. This is one of my weird quirks. I do this a lot. I think it's because I always feel like my hair is flat right here. So I probably just do that unconsciously while we're working. And then that's when I come back on, it's like, oh my heavens, what happened to her hair? Anyhow. All right, friends, so that was fun. Ooh, see this? Is that over here? No, that's over here. That's the glare from the lights. There's so much natural light coming in, and you can see when I turn my face to it, it's like, oh my gosh, scary. All right, guys, that was fun. Thanks for hanging out with me, especially this last, I don't know, half an hour or however long we played. I gotta fix that. That's gonna drive me crazy. Oh, now we're really dark. There we go. Now I won't have like this crazy shine on me though, but you can still see, we still have a little bit out over here, even though the blinds are closed. Okay, friends. Thanks for joining me. Oh, look, see, I have Nick's glasses on now. I have Nick's readers. Thanks for joining me, you guys. That was a lot of fun. It's always fun. I always wish I had more time to do this because I always feel so good after we're all together and we're crafting. And it's part of it is the crafting, but part of it I think is the socializing. Even though it's kind of a weird way to socialize, which could be a list. Things, if you had told me 20 years ago that I'm doing now that I never would have believed, or however we work that. Hanging out with people for a couple of hours on a Saturday on the internet, right? Because that's basically what we're doing. And if you went like 30 years back, you'd be like, internet, what's the internet? Anyhow, always fun, different ideas for lists. So you guys, thanks for joining me today. Lots of fun, again, happening next weekend for National Scrapbook Day. We will do 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. here Pacific time. We will break it into two sessions. We'll do a morning and an afternoon so I can take a little break in between and catch my breath and grab something to eat. So stay tuned later this week for information on that, but you know where we'll be. We'll be here on YouTube. Facebook group, if you're not a member of the Facebook group, come join us because lots of fun. Sharing your list, that's where, because you guys always get to see my list, but I never get to see yours. So I love it that people are over there sharing their lists. Follow on Instagram. You can subscribe here on YouTube. The giveaway, don't forget about the giveaway, and big sale starting late next Friday night, or I don't know, I think it's got to be Friday night. Anyhow, new bundles and things like that, so stay tuned for those. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Dinner time. Oh, you know what? Okay, yes, in London. I don't know if I've seen you before. Welcome, if I have. Sorry I missed you, but you just happened to pop out because you said London. Oh, great. Karen, yes, I'll have to go look at the color. We were talking about Tim Holtz's new color of ink, and it sounded like it was really fun, so I'll have to go check that out. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Stay safe, and we'll see you next Saturday, hopefully. Bye-bye.